Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tales Does Tales, where we're here at Tales of Initiative. Play through Tales from the Yawning Portal with an eldritch twist. Just a little twist. Tiny twist of lemon. Cthulhu-y lemon.
Twist. Is that not the dance, the twist? How the fuck
I remember. Yes. I've been to any high school dance since 1980. I remember the twist vaguely.
I just realized what shirt I had on. I remember the twist. It was the 80s, man.
You got Dad, I got Newt.
Newt. I have cool cells dividing art. This kitsune on a moon. Mark is in nondescript dark with Blanky, not participating in this fashion show.
No, hold on.
Salad.
Ready?
Salad.
Oh, we get the reveal.
Snuggie.
Is it a
Snuggie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep.
I prefer to use the word slanket because it feels somehow far filthier.
No, the slanket is what you use when it's mommy daddy time.
Oh man. Woo! Okay. Well, we've got the boners out of the way, so sponers. We are Tales of Initiative. We are the streaming arm, limb, vestigial organ of Infinite Citadel. This is brought to you by Infinite Citadel and LoreLink. Infinite Citadel for anti-ordinary games of infinite expression, and LoreLink for all of your campaign management needs. If you've not used LoreLink, you should absolutely try it out. It's super fun. I love it. I keep all of my little campaign notes in there. Have little post-it notes of all of the conditions I need to keep being tracked. Not brought to you by LinkedIn, Robert. Not that. Not LinkedIn. It's the other link-based thing. Lost all words there.
We're linking lore, not linking in.
Yes. Oh man. But yeah, we're back. Sadly, to top of the show kind of points of order. Obviously, we're missing two cast members. One of which is Haley. Haley, we love you. We hope to hear from you soon. Maybe she might wake up and might be ready to play in a little bit. So if we go to break, you'll know why. But in the meantime, we miss you. We love you. Hopefully we hear from you soon. Come back, Haley. And then Raz is also not here. We talked about this a little bit in the before times back in. I haven't seen you since last year. Gotta crack that joke out. Mandatory. We talked about this last year with Raz. Raz's schedule changing, so they are no longer going to be able to join us on our usual Tuesday afternoon slot, and it is big sad times. But Saoirse and Raz by proxy. I am always in contact with Raz talking about what Saoirse is doing. So Saoirse is not going anywhere in terms of like campaign relevance. We will be having Saoirse hang back, and we'll talk a little bit about that today during a little bit of a downtime episode. We're going to be not dungeon delving today. You had just finished the Hidden Shrine of Tomoa-Khan, and now we are going to be sorry, I just saw Chad. 8 Lords of Linking is hilarious. We are going to be pulling back out of the dungeons and into a small little downtime interlude episode, preparing to go into the next dungeon. Maybe talk about a little bit of big plot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we get to without the Haley/Winveer component to things. But I think that's it. I think that's all I really have. I don't have any like splendiferous. Oh, that's a lie. I have a little bit of a splendiferous announcement. We had our pre-recorded second episode of The Liminal last night, our Tales of the Valiant mini campaign. Make sure and tune in to that. Next week, we'll be giving away 2 different books from Kobold Press. We're going to be giving away a Labyrinth World book and a Labyrinth Adventure book, both during the stream next Monday night at, I believe it is 8 p.m. Eastern. We are always, even though it is pre-recorded, we are still hanging out in chat. So come out, hang out, talk with us, and be sure to at least stick around for the mid-show break, where we're going to be doing like the punch in a word giveaway thing. I it sounds so old describing it that way. You know, you put the word in chat, whatever this chat is, and you get a free thing.
I think,
We're gonna be doing
it's
that.
just
It
the
rolls.
ADHD.
It rolls like a
You're not old.
bingo.
I'm now so mad that it would be a horrifying thing to try and scale up. Imagine like you enter the word in chat and then it like makes a little fit, like it label prints a little physical like bingo ball, and then it can put that into one of those. Like, what a
Actually,
better-
fun fact: there is a thing. There is an actual add-on that does that. I had a streamer
Nice.
where they would do. Okay, I'm just gonna say it, ball racing.
Love it.
Where you would put your name in to enter, your ball would just kind of appear on one of the
Mhm.
tracks, and then they would race
Love that.
to see whoever
those,
won
yeah.
like the
That's
prize.
fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
I love the little.
So,
I've seen that,
you
yeah.
know, an idea. If you, I will look for it. If you want to add that in instead of it just being like a, here's your name, boop, there's
Yep,
your name. Okay, we're done.
There, here it is, done. So yes, join in for that. Tomorrow, we are going to be, Tales of Carowin's coming back. We're going to be doing season 2 of Tales of Carowin, our Fabula Ultima stream. If you've been watching the Tales of Initiative and Infinite Citadel social medias, you might have, again, I sound ancient, social medias. If you've been looking at the Facebook wall or a thumbtacked post, you can see little bios for each of the characters with some fun little pixel art. So meet the members of Displaced before we start our second season of that. I am super hyped to be able to play Fabula Ultima again, just like I am super hyped to get back into, well, not back into dungeons, but back into the campaign. So anything, I think that is it for me. I can shut up now. Anything else going on in the world that we want to talk about? Just don't take that too far. There's a lot going on in the world. None of it.
Look, I gotta do it. All right, I gotta be
There's
weird.
too
I
much
just
going on
want to
in the
show
world.
off. I'm just gonna do it. I want to show off this nice present my husband got me for Christmas.
Don't.
My giant little. Okay, guys. I'm done.
Actually, speaking of Labubu for Noel's birthday, I got her
Oh.
The Labubus
I'm
are
into
spreading.
one of her favorite movies is the first Saw movie, and her favorite character is Amanda, and her favorite trap is the reverse bear trap. It fits on a Labubu.
Bless. If you want, I
Except
can
he
help
doesn't
you
have
figure
a
out what would
Labubu.
be. I can help you figure out which one to get Noelle, because there's a
Oh,
couple
that would
of
be
different
great.
styles.
Thank you.
Just
That
come
is-
in,
She put
come
it-
into my DMs. Well, I think you are welcome, and I will hold
That
you
would be-
tenderly as I
Thank you.
infect you.
Be amazing.
Mark,
Because
I'm
she
I
glad-
am
put
the
it-
overtoward.
She put it on socks from Bluey that she has over there. Everybody was like, "Take that off."
Mark, I'm glad that I'm not the only one feeling on the outside of the Labubu circle. Although the reverse bear trap's getting me into it. I feel like I'm in this weird zone of
It's fucking
fandom.
cool, right?
Labubus, no. Torture-based Labubu paraphernalia, yes. I'm somehow
Look, I love the
interested.
creativity in the Labubu community. You should see the Brazilian butt lift. That was a thing. It was a thing. To give your little Labubus a little nice tush tush.
This is 100% how my parents heard Pokemon. This is 100% what it sounded like. I'm realizing that
Oh,
now.
just you wait.
no
I'm
commands.
gonna be
Real-
giving.
I'm having a real
I'm gonna
unfortunate,
wait
like,
until
out-of-body
Jade
experience right now.
yeah. I'm gonna wait until your child is a little older, and I'm gonna be gifting
If
them
you infect
a
her with
Labubu.
Labubu, no, absolutely like that. This is not just me being like Matt, the mean character that I play. This is me saying those things haunt and disturb my wife. Please do not send them.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I will respect. I will
They
respect.
live, I think, in the same facial uncanny
Furby.
valley as those like classic like American Girl dolls. The one that's like looks vaguely human and is always haunted in every movie. She got one from her grandparents that one time that looked like her. Like they got it special made so that it looked like her when she was a little kid. And this was years ago before we were married, and we found it. Random side, welcome. We're not playing D&D right now. We're having life stories. I will get there. I decide what tangents we go on.
Labubu Fit Dolls. That's the title of this episode.
And it was refound. It was rediscovered in her parents' house when we were like going through stuff. And she was like, nope, don't want it. Absolutely not. And like, I get a little bit of a kick out of pranking people and scaring them. And I didn't know how bad this like fear was. So I like, while she was like elsewhere, she had like not unpacked her like overnight duffel. So I just put it in there facing up so that it like flip over the thing, just, right there. And I was like in a completely different room and just heard a 10 out of 10 blood curdling scream. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to laugh, but I'm going to be very apologetic later, but I will laugh right now. I will laugh right now.
Quick question. Is it like specifically the eyes, like looking, that kind of give your wife the
It's not,
heebie-jeebies?
they don't have to have the uppy downy eyelids for her to freak out. It's just that.
But no,
that
just like
type
eyes
of
in general,
doll.
like open eyes, would that be? Because
I don't know.
the reason I say that is there
Closed
are
eye
a few
Labubu.
Labubus that have closed eyes.
I think it's
There-
I think
that
it's
would be, I
work
think-
around this.
I'm gonna find a work on that. I think it's Kiki, Cece, and one other one. Two of them are happy faces. One of them is a sleepy child.
If you get Kiki to hold the poo-poo stone, does she evolve into a ZZ?
We'll see. But just know, I got workarounds. I got.
Listen,
Angling.
I understand your wife. I absolutely hate dolls. Hate them.
They're creepy.
So scary.
There's a reason I put a weird, haunted, sentient, creepy doll in that horror adventure I wrote. Is 'cause dolls are always creepy.
Yeah, that was one of the worst rooms for sure.
I love that I still have this music set up, just ready to go. Anytime I'm ready to infect a game with a horrible little dolly, we're ready to rock and roll. Anyway,
I'm ready to infect the world with Labubus. I've
No.
done it twice now. Two separate worlds now have
Now.
canonic Labubus in them.
Horror game based
I
on
am
coming
the
to get you.
I am the Eldritch Horror.
You are the Eldritch Horror. All right, we have Labubu'd enough. It is time to de-boo-boo.
Boo.
we're gonna take this
Prince Ababa.
Prince, thank you. I was like trying to place where have
Prince
I heard this
Abubu.
phonetic before. Prince Abubu.
All right, let's take this. I'm gonna just
Prince
Drive us,
Ali,
get us back
fabulous,
on.
he, Ali, blah, blah. Oh man. Okay. Let's rock and roll. When last we left off, this is gonna be a short recap because there's so much to recap that by necessity it must be compressed into basically like 2 lines. You were contracted by Papa, hired, dispatched, whatever verb goes there. You were instructed by Papa to go into the hidden shrine of Tomoakan, an ancient labyrinthine maze of crypts and tombs and hallways and poisonous gas and danger and crabs and vampires, both sexy and horrific, in order to abscond with one of those vampires, the body of Tolokes Popolokas, delightfully known as Popo Topo Chico at numerous points.
Tropicana.
Tropicana.
At home.
Tropicana Labubu sauce. In order to get him out of his resting place. For some unknown reason. Y'all didn't ask a lot of questions. You were just like, yep, sure, fine, got it.
It's a research grant. You don't ask too many
It's a
questions. Like,
research
oh, here's
grant,
your
yeah.
money. Here you go.
It is not up to Pebble Bastions. Please do not put that on her.
Not put that on Pebble.
Like, if Murik starts asking questions, it's going to lead to things that she does not want, including getting pulled away from her wives. So, she'd be like, I don't trust you. Therefore,
Just gonna go with it. But you have obtained Topo Chico Labubu Popolokas and stuffed him in your bag of holding with some magical
Aggression.
bandages to keep him preserved and like in stasis, not actively trying to kill you. Although we did see from some glorious Thin the Veils that he was still mad. He mad. You have been able to dig your way out of the hidden shrine in this very fun. I love the premise of a reverse dungeon. You start at the bottom and have to work your way back up. So you've gotten out of the dungeon. You have made your way. We've sort of like fast travel Wayne's World, but past some of the overland travel of exiting the tomb, moving through the mystical lands of Tirnanog, through this mist that prevents large-scale teleportation magics, and out back into the continent that you are familiar with. Normal travel rules to meet up with Papa. Anything to highlight before, or actually, no, there's nothing to highlight. We did that last episode. If you want to know more about the Hidden Tribe to Mohican and all the craziness that happened in there, go watch episode 83 over on our YouTube channel. We've got over 500 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're subscribed over on the YouTube channel, that's a huge milestone towards getting monetized and all kinds of cool stuff over on that platform. So, yay, thank you, hooray. Go watch over there. But right now, you're out of Tirnanog. Papa is waiting for you at the edge of, think very much like Fangorn Forest, that like harsh tree divide where it is just like trees and then suddenly not trees on this side. And this is where, if we rewind way long ago to the first time that Mark, Bun, and Danny appeared on this show ever, this is where, oh no, I had Powder. This is where Powder was stationed for a really long time in one of the border towers bordering Tirnanog. This is where you saw like the weird little elf man from your backstory.
I saw that
Also
fucked
the
up
strange
baby.
Yeah, that fucked up baby. That
Yeah,
weird
that's
baby
fine.
man.
Fucked
Yeah.
up.
Nobody believed me.
Nobody believed me about the weird Fey baby man. And now Pebble has been in Tirnanog and would 100% believe this story.
Wasn't the baby like supposed to be like the OG character before I had Mara?
Oh,
I think it was. Yeah.
I can't remember.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a deep pull. That's a deep cut lore. Yeah, so you are out of the Hidden Shrine, back into you're technically under the grounds of the Slenderan Empire at the moment. But that doesn't really apply to you. You like non-flagged roaming adventurers, mercenaries. Yeah.
Excuse me, non-flagged.
I mean, true. Yes. Shaky ground. Shaky ground. Papa walks up out of like appearing cloak, disappearing around them, and there is a brief pause as they sort of scan over your group. I think Mirik would have a very easy time noting, oh, detect magic, like just like making sure we are who we say we are. Like there's nothing spooky coming along. And you do notice that Papa kind of gives like a little cock of their head, a little second thought, but seemingly is okay with things as comes a little bit closer. I assume that everything is as it should be. You ready to head back to the Shadespire?
If we find somebody
Please.
named Leander, though, I want to punch them in the face.
Mm.
That's all I asked for. I asked for so little, I think.
I would have
I am
loved
but a
if,
simple woman.
I would have loved if Rara slid to chat like right then. We love you, Rara.
Swift.
Please get us out of
punch
here.
with my-
We're so tired.
Please
We are
tired.
I am tired of existing. I want a bath. I want wine. I want a hot date. I don't know, man. I want all the vices.
You do look a little worse for wear, if that's not too insulting to say.
We look
Ooh, I
like
don't
trash
know.
garbage that have been written by a raccoon.
I can only imagine.
You look like Pharaoh Labubus. Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
Holy shit, I'm actually crying, y'all.
Oh, amazing. I'm clipping
I've done
that.
it. I've done it. Papa said Labubus are canon. They're canon.
I'm adding them to the
World
random
3.
encounter table after this. I'm gonna make them as horrifying as possible.
Bless.
Oh man.
I should tell you about Zumomo.
No, you shouldn't. No, stop.
Sounds like a D&D devil name.
It does, yeah. Anything for Papa before jet setting away?
We brought you 2 vampires. And
Wait, who's the second vampire?
oh, she's a siren. I thought she was.
Oh, you
Half
did
of it?
bring the
No.
corpse. That's right. I think you did pack up the corpse.
We brought Trump. Krista would probably say it correctly, but at this point, I think she's also just. We brought you your Tropicana and his girlfriend. Why? I don't know. It looks like a situationship that I'm not touching.
Interesting. Interesting. If I can't deliver it acting wise, imagine the tone of voice when is it Gojo, the blind, sexy, white-haired man in JJK? Whenever he hears that he ate the finger, really? Like, there's a lot here, and we're just gonna whoop right over it.
Can I keep his axe? Hold it up.
If
I don't ever want to be without it.
And we think she might. Just a little bit, but I'm not magical in any way, but you know.
the mask like looks at Pebble for a considerable amount of time, and it just like looks to the others like, what do we think about the axe? Is this a good axe for Pebble to have?
If
It's done nice magic things, but the fact that she sleeps with it is a little concerning. And I don't
There's
mean
an
just like sleep
unhealthy
beside. I mean like
connection.
I mean like sleeping like, you know, in a way where she nestles her head in the like crux against the pillow like that. It's been a little concerning. Just a little bit.
You see Papa like reach out a hand, like she's about to like pat like Pebble's shoulder, and then like does a few like quick hand signs and touches the axe, and you can feel a little bit of magic move out from them, and the attunement to the axe is broken. The axe is not gone, but they have cast remove curse, so there's a brief window where Pebble can now make a clear-headed decision. Do you still want the axe? You're more than welcome to it, if you wish. I just wanted to make sure that it was a choice made of your own free will and mind.
Oh. I don't know. I drop it.
Mirik picks it up and adds it to the chest of stuff.
Yeah. mhm.
Bless my himbo wife. Because just pats Pebble on the head.
If you wish, if you want it, curses are tricky, but doesn't mean that it's impossible to utilize them for good. There are potentially some
I'll
other
think
things
about it.
to see to once we're at the Shadespire, but wanted you to be able to make that decision in comfort. Hold hands.
Thank
Here
you.
we go.
Yay. Okay.
And with the somewhat familiar shunting of dimensional travel, you are all within the confines of the Shadespire, back into the peace and quiet and relative safety of this place that is home to at least 2 of you, Saoirse and Winnie, but is potentially becoming home to the others. A place that you reside, a residence.
I
love
consider
Dormitory
it
at
probably on the
best.
equivalency of
Dormitory
a
at
bread
best.
of a bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast is a really fancy bed and
There is
breakfast.
there is bed, there is breakfast.
Amazing. So yes, with this, we can enter into, this is only going to be, normally we do longer stretches of downtime. This is only going to be 5 days of downtime. Whatever you would like to do, just toss it out there. We'll do some rolls. And then we might do some like role play and setup towards the end. I'm giving an attempt for Haley to potentially wake up and be able to do that scene together. If not, we can certainly like lean into it a little bit and cue it up, and then we'll do it at the very beginning of next session. Today might be a short session. Normally we're gonna be blazing 420. I don't know why that phrasing came to mind, but normally we're going to be running a fast, tight ship. We are in what I will generously call the second half of the campaign. However, I don't think this is going to get anywhere near like 160 episodes. I think we're in a tight 150 at most, I think. We'll see. I am hopeful that we'll be able to finish this campaign out this year. And so we are going to be moving, cruising and bruising here in the coming weeks and months. But I do want to make sure that y'all get a chance to have a good little, like, big plot discussion. And we can do as much of that as you wish in terms of individual notes. We might save the big group talkie for when Haley can be here next week. Or at the end of this episode. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, what...
We're holding on for a dream, man.
We're holding on for a dream. What do you want to do, downtime-wise, in the Shadespire? Now, I'll remind you, Shadespire has lots of resources in terms of training and research. Not as many resources in terms of, like, buying stuff, although you can ask Papa to, like, look around and see what kind of stuff they might have access to. I know that Mark has been doing a fantastic job keeping track of the inordinate amounts of loot that y'all managed to cobble together out of that dungeon. Hello, Wandavorkus. Welcome. So if there's any loot, if you feel like there's too much gold, not enough potions, those kinds of like really quick, like pretty simple trades can be happening. Anyone feel super set on going first, going last, going middle?
I mean, do you guys need like some time to think about stuff, or do you guys like I'm locked in and I know what I want to do?
Oh, then go for it.
You're welcome to.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Great. Okay, then something that Narkiss has been like holding back on. She would like to have a 1v1, as in a talk, not a combat.
Oh yeah!
You do not fuck with casters. That is Narkiss's number one rule. You do not solo a caster.
You don't solo a caster.
Oh, why not?
You've seen one of her exes. Who's a strong fucking caster.
She was an angry warlock. Yeah.
Some shit you just don't mess with, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I don't know if like Narkissa would just like go to the office, just like knock or be like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
Papa, I would like to have a discussion with you."
Of course. Yes. And there are regular meal times, and like Papa is not just like gone. They don't vanish while y'all are hanging out the Shadespire. You can absolutely like pull them aside and get a little meeting. And they would take you to their office, and for the sake of like out of character, like player reference awareness, this is not like that little secret cubby office that Winnie like skullduggery'd her way into. This is like more of just like a main like room, typical like wizard, like orrery in the corner, plenty of nice books.
Does this remind me of when I got in trouble with the principal?
It's not. It's a little bit more homey than that. It is a little bit more lived in than like an austere office. You're not going before the headmaster. It's just more of like it is a cozier, meant to be in here for long periods of time version of the library that all of you have been to.
Okay. Also, man, I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time because I realized I should have mentioned, but I like what I wanted to do, but I realized like it only just popped in my head now. We're like, oh, this is.
You're gonna scuttle me. I know it. You're gonna pull out some wild stuff, and I'm gonna have to go deep into my notes.
Narkiss is just going
I'm getting my lore link ready. I'm queuing up lore link. Hold on.
Get ready.
Get ready.
She's gonna like just kind of politely cross her leg and everything, and just be like, so I know you have some book relating to the dream realms. I was curious, do you have access to getting inside the dream realms and coming back out safely?
That is a very curious thing to ask. Might I ask why you're so interested in this?
Well, I used to wander the Dreamlands, and there is a particular object that I am on the hunt for. But I have to specifically get it in the dream realms versus in the material plane.
What object are you seeking?
A mirror of true reflection.
I'm not familiar with it myself, but that doesn't mean that I don't have some writings on it. What are its properties?
Essentially, like, if you're trying to disguise yourself as something else, usually it's something people use to, like, make sure a demon isn't trying to lurk, or as a regular populace or a vampire, just those kind of things. But the reason why it needs to come from the dream realms is because what I'm not looking for is not the reflection of the physical form, but of the soul.
Of yours?
Yes, and a few others.
Is this more than just the quarry that's attached to you that you're interested in?
I would say it's basically about folks similar to me as a whole. I assure you that my plans would do nothing to interfere with yours.
No, and even if they did, I'm sure we could find some middle ground. This is a working arrangement. You are helping
I
me.
appreciate your
I am happy to help you in return.
I appreciate your open-mindedness. The only thing that I could think of in terms of a potential location is you would need to know where an actual mirror of true reflection would be, because then, it would most likely be there.
As in, you would dream the space into existence, find its parallel.
Mm-hmm. For physical objects, it's pretty easy. If you're looking for something more not physical, it's a little more tricky.
Interesting.
But luckily, this is.
Well, I have several magical artifacts that are similar in nature, but are not exactly that. I don't know what would suffice, but you are more than welcome to access the library and research to your heart's content on anything that might be able to assist you.
All right, that sounds good. I will then probably get some of my things rolling. Is there anything that you are potentially curious about myself? I know that we've been working together for a while, and I'm pretty sure you've noticed the quirks and the quarry.
I do like to do my research. For now, I don't think I have any questions, only to say that once you are prepared for your excursion, perhaps it can be a dual-purpose mission. There is an object I also desire within the Dreamlands.
May I know about it? Just because I'm curious if it has a physical parallel, or if it is something that is more of a manifestation.
It does not have a
To
physical
the-
parallel. It is not an item that has, as far as I can tell, ever existed in truth in the mortal realms, in the waking world.
If that's the case, I might have an idea on how to summon it to the dream realms, but it would take a little work.
You are free to conjecture that. If your
Sure. Would you
theory-
like me to write out?
Sure.
Excellent. So I'll write out a nice little plan for it, but the biggest thing is that while it doesn't have a physical version now, you just need to make one.
Its properties
Or
are
at least-
unique in that I don't think the dream wants it to have a physical parallel.
Well, that's the thing is, if everybody thinks that it's the object what you want it to be, the Dream Realm can't stop that.
I am aware. And there's a heaviness to that statement that makes you realize that they probably know a good bit about the limitations of this realm versus the Dream Realm.
All right, excellent. I will do my research and I will see if I can find what I need and then maybe see about getting some things in motion. Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Happy hunting.
Thank you. And then Narcissus is going to get to the door and just kind of pause, like, question, have there been any letters or messages for any of us at all?
Yes, but I think that this messenger would be best seen as a group.
Okay, never mind then. Good day.
If you are
Closes the
talking
door
about-
and leaves.
If you are talking about personal correspondences, I do not give out the address to the Shadespire, nor is delivery here necessarily easy. However, I can certainly inquire as to the usual places that one might find letters to no one. And you would know, in world, letters to no one is not an insult. That is not Papa calling you a no one or an insult. Letters to no one is like I have no idea where this person has gone here. And basically like repositories where letters to people that have gone missing or don't have like an active, like a single point of address, places you could send those letters and they are stored in confidence by like clerics of knowledge or clerics of connection that would like safeguard them and keep them there for anyone who shows up and is like, yes, I'm this person. Has anyone ever tried to contact me? And it's like, nope, no loved ones, or just like, boom, here you go.
Narcissus just pauses for a moment, like really debating, and then they just take out like a little parchment, writes the name down and slides it over to Papa and then leaves quickly.
Papa does a little like takes the note and just like pockets it, just whoop, just disappears into the mage robe of holding, the robe of infinite cleavage that just things disappear into.
I love me a good good endless cleavage pocket. You get everything, your keys, your wallet.
I heard from Haley, so hold on. Apologies for.
Ooh.
Who else would like to go? Actually, do you want to do like I'm assuming you want to do a research roll off of that. Do you want to do the research roll right now?
I can wait so that other people can kind of get all their stuff in motion.
We could do like a queue up. What are you doing? And then we can all go around and do the rollies and see what happens. So Narcissa, you are doing some research. What would Pebble or Mirik? Who wants to go next? I don't know what I'm doing.
Mary can go.
Okay.
Mary does the same thing she does every time she comes here. She avoids Papa and she goes to the library.
Uh-huh.
It's like, all right, what new spells can I find?
Yep. Nice. So you are looking
How much money do I have to spend?
Yeah. You are looking for some new spells. What sort of new spells are you looking for?
I think because I'm looking in my spell book.
Your book of spells.
My book of spells. Because we have something, but she doesn't have it currently because she's going to take a moment and be like, all right, time to check in with Dad again. And not tell Papa that I'm checking in with my dad actively.
Yes.
By the way, Dad, I'm doing some fucked up shit while I'm out here.
Don't worry about that.
Look, Dad, it's not a phase.
It's not a phase.
It very much is a phase. I'm coming home soon. I'm working on it.
Coming home soon, and I'm bringing my wives. I'm gonna have one for each arm, and then the other one's gonna be on my back like a backpack.
Winnie on my shoulders.
Narkissa being
Oh.
dragged like a cat on a harness.
I don't think she has any specific spells in mind this time. She's not looking for like, oh, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
She's just kind of like meandering, perusing.
Okay.
She knows what spell she wants because teleportation, a circle of teleportation, a something that she can use at some point in the future to get home.
Yes. Yeah.
But she knows that she's not quite there
Yes.
yet.
I would say doesn't even, well, I mean, technically you're trying to avoid Papa. Can you, this is separate. This is for flavor leading up to whatever the thing would be.
Yes.
I need either deception or stealth. I need one of those.
We're gonna go with deception because stealth has 0 and deception has 1.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's gonna do it. That one is gonna tip
do
the
it. That
scale.
one is, hey, if the Pathfinder grognards have taught me anything, it's that every +1 matters.
I rolled a 6, so this is a 7. So she's just like, I don't like you.
I don't like. Yeah. There are several moments where Papa just straight up looks at you, locks eyes through the mask, would be making eye contact, and it's just like, is either just choosing to let you go, like whatever is happening. Papa is extremely aware.
She's not like hiding the fact that she's like, oh, tome spells, whatever. She's
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When we talk, bad things happen, and I get sucked into more things.
Meanwhile, other wife, hi, I have a thing I want to do.
Hi, hello.
Excellent. Can I stag on my little thing onto yours? Yeah, no biggie. Let's do it.
Teamwork. Excellent. Well, you definitely have access to lots of, especially like you've seen Papa do teleports, right? You know that those two
Like,
spells
there's got to be a
must
teleportation
be.
in here.
Yes.
somewhere.
So like, though I will give you for free that like you have put eyes on a teleportation circle and a teleportation like, I won't say scrolls, but like the theories that you would need to absolutely like
Yeah.
develop those and make those either scrolls or add those to your book effectively.
It's
Yes.
time.
Is it time? Is it almost time?
It's time.
So real
It's
quick,
time.
what are what other spells? Actually, you be thinking. I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out what my brain's
No,
doing.
it's fine.
You be thinking about what those spells you would like to be researching are, while we go on a brief break to maybe there's someone out there. Hello, on the other side of the veil. Are you there? We'll find out when we're back from break. Be back in 2 minutes? Who knows? For short break. Just go get some snacks and some bathroom. Bye.
I might be.
You might be.
back! Oh my gosh, a Haley! We found a Haley!
Oh,
Oh my gosh! She was hiding in the loft this entire time.
She's hiding wherever
Was.
Danny's cat is.
We're just hanging out.
Love it. Amazing.
We
So-
found somewhere. Oh,
That was amazing.
Oh, things you missed, Haley. I have made Labubu's canon to this universe.
Yes, Labubus
Good day.
exist. They're horrifying. I will be writing their stat block later. You have just gotten back to the Shadespire, and we were just doing rounds of like downtime. So Narcissus is doing some research on an object within the Dreamlands, finding a pure mirror of true reflection, a dream mirror of true reflection, doing some investigating on some the truth of the soul. While Mirik is attempting to avoid Papa and making an absolute laugh of it, and while also doing like research on some new spells.
They lock
specifically
eyes
Teleport.
like
Yeah.
every 10-15 minutes, and she's
Yeah.
just all.
Papa just basically has a grumpy, sulky teenage wizard in the house. Is really what's happening right now.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. Papa did.
Papa's like, was that me? Was that me?
was it?
Papa did break
That's karma.
the curse that was binding Pebble to the Berserker axe. So
Yes, me.
Pebble has a chance to, if she does not want to use that Berserker axe, she is not currently cursified attuned to it, so she could figure that out if she wanted to, or she could just keep swinging axe. It's a good axe.
A good axe.
It's a good axe.
It's a good axe. That's the problem.
But yes,
Do you miss your meteor hammer?
Meteor Hammer is
I
sick.
do. I also miss hitting things without trying to remember that everything else is at disadvantage.
It does stink that's
Every
like
time.
action, huge hit, and then bonus action, disadvantage whiff. Like,
Yeah. Whenever you say meteor hammer, I think meteor, like MEATIR, and not meteor.
Just a
It's
giant meatball.
meteor. It's meteor than it was before.
it's
and
like
it's a hammer.
it's like if Super Meat Boy and a hammer had a bastard child.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
For Meat Boy was the hammer.
This home improvement store brought to you by Schlotsky's.
Important.
But yes, Mirik, what in that brief break were you able to figure out what spells you are specifically looking for in this downtime? You are mute.
Oh, I did mute. I was coughing a little bit. We need some identify, a
Ooh.
remove curse, and a dispel magic. Why? Because she's like, I can do all of these things. I am great at blowing shit up.
Nice.
But that does not protect the wives from curses.
It does not protect the wives from their own sticky goddamn fingers.
Yep.
They must touch everything, and therefore
This whole polycule has a real big case of the touchy-itis. And it keeps getting him in the sticky
Look.
ickies.
Narcissus' love language is physical touch, you see? I'm just expressing my love for you all by touching all the objects.
Yep.
I say, even though it's been mostly like Pebble.
it's Pebble.
Pebble is like a curse-seeking magnet.
Listen, the monster on the other side of the veil told me that I have to know things. I need to touch everything. I need to know things,
I
even
love
though I'm so stupid.
Yeah, it was a very interesting investment project that monster picked.
That is so
I'm
good.
gonna pick the dump stat int character to know things.
Yep. This is gonna be a lot of learning by experience with this one. A lot of high practical knowledge over here.
It's
Excellent.
a valid thing to learn.
Yes. Amazing. Ooh, let me actually. Yes. Let's see. All of those spells. I'm not even gonna have you roll to like find those spells. Those are in the for sure like top of the list spells, in numerous forms, numerous different theories of how to get them. So let me do. Basically, what's gonna happen is there are not like spell scrolls necessarily, like just lying. Or there are some, but not just like a ton. So, ooh, I suppose that could be a thing we roll for. This is gonna be more of a luck roll. I'd like you to roll me 3 d20s.
3 d20s. Okay.
I'm sending you good vibes, wife.
It's a d12, not a d20. There's d20.
If you want to do d12s too, that's fine. I'll
No.
modify the numbers to just be d12 based.
Okay. We've got a 16, a 10, and a 7.
Okay. There is a scroll of identify and there is a scroll of remove curse. Those are available. There is not a scroll of dispel magic. So this is where I'm going to give you, because what is the hours and cents and change for wizards scribing from a spell scroll into your book?
A great question.
I want to say it's 2. Hold on. I want to see if I can call this shot, because I am that level of
Do you want
stupid
to
nerd.
bet it's less than the time we have available for our downtime?
I actually
We
think
got 5 days.
I think it 100% is, because you don't have you're not one of the schools, so you don't get any of the speed boosties. Copying a spell into the book. For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 GP. So, what I'm going to say is for the 2 things that there are scrolls of for identify and remove curse, it would only be 2 hours for that one and 6 hours for the other one. So 8 hours, basically. And you've got both of those scrolls into your book. Plus, what was that? 4 times 50. So 200 GP for the inks and stuff for your spell book.
Wow,
So
so we've done in a day.
you can
Still
absolutely
got 4 days.
So you've still got 4 days. And what I would say is I was looking up like how long does it for the other one. Basically, like there's lots of like magical theory and things to pull from to construct a remove curse spell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna treat this
dispel magic.
Or sorry, dispel magic. Yes, the other one. Plus you. But what I'll say is that rather than using that like usual, there's rules in here for scribing a spell scroll. Rather than you like scribing a spell scroll and then taking more time to put it into your spell book, what I'll say is scribing the spell scroll would be putting it into your spell book, constructing that spell and making it into one that you can use in your spell book. Normally, a 3rd level spell is 1 work week and 500 GP. So first question, do you have the GPs? Because I know y'all got a bunch of cash. And for the sake of like stuff, you could treat gems as gold here. Papa could do those, like Papa could take them to the
I have the
fantasy
GPs
bank.
in my personal money.
Awesome, sweet.
Let alone what we have in the
Yes, perfect.
in the pot.
So what I'll say is 1 work week is 5 days. You'd be using one of those days for downtime to be able to do the identify and remove curse. But what I'll say is because you've seen Saoirse cast dispel magic, you have some practical knowledge to go along with this theoretical knowledge you're finding in the library. I can excuse that 5th day, but it's gonna be on a roll. So you're gonna make an Arcana check to. But we'll wait. We'll do all the rollies at the end, like Bun said. So it's gonna be an Arcana check to see if you pull that off before the downtime is over. Otherwise, you're at like 4 out of 5 days complete on that one, and you can catch it on the next one.
She's gonna be like, all right, guys, you go explore the dungeon. I have a book.
That first day in the dungeon is just Mirroring, like, no, you go ahead. I gotta cram for the exam on Tuesday. You go ahead.
It's gonna be Narcissa just staring at.
This is where real life kicks out and gameplay does not, because there's no way we would make our wife take her book into a dungeon just because she needs 1 more day to read it. Like,
this is
we'll
just
let
gonna be
you
a thing,
have the day,
Narcissa.
sweet. You can do it. Just read. You don't have to bring the book to the dangerous dungeon.
Fine. I'm bringing the book. We have a tight
Nar-
schedule.
Narkissa is gonna take the responsible adult role so that Mira can just focus on that. It's like, okay, guys, I'm the responsible one today.
And because
I've got a backpack for you. I've got a backpack for you.
because Haley has so rightly pointed out the elephant in the room regarding the verisimilitude of this, there is going to be a time aspect to this next dungeon cycle. So you can take that extra day in the Shadespire if you want to. I'm just saying it might not be a consequence-free day. And that's all I'll say until we do more things later. But for now, we've got you. You're going to do an Arcana check. We've got Narkissa doing probably what I will say is an Arcana or a History check, or maybe Investigation. I'm not sure. Haley and Danny,
History.
Pebble and Winnie, what would you like your 5 days of downtime to be?
Do you know?
Stop.
You can go first. I can go last. That's fine. Okay.
I don't know yet, but
I
I'll
know you-
make it up on the spot.
Oh,
5
well, then I'll-
days of randomness.
I can do it then. I thought you just had stuff like you've been waiting for with like Papa and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I have a couple of ideas. 5 days is a lot of days to keep busy, though. We'll see. Yeah, you go first.
I do think part of the time is gonna be spent training with the meteor hammer again. But Pebble is very frustrated because it's just like that tiny bit less
Mhm.
powerful
Yeah.
than using the axe was.
Yes. That feeling
I think
of
she'll
like...
probably go.
No, go ahead. Over you.
Oh no, it's just the feeling of like something is missing just a little bit. Like she just feels like she's not hitting as hard,
Mm-hmm.
not as accurate.
Yeah.
I think she'll go to her wives, whoever's around. Whoever's not too
Yeah.
busy.
For even Saoirse is around for the sake of like anyone could be accessible.
I think I need to go to
They're
somebody
kissing.
logical.
I mean, Narkissa's floating around. She definitely like, unlike Mira, who probably is just like
Winnie's
zoned
the
in on
best
hating
choice,
Papa.
then.
Winnie, so
Just
logical.
gonna throw it out. Yeah, Narkissa's gonna at least be kind of walking around. Like she takes breaks from her books, whereas Mira, her break is glaring at Papa, getting a nice little breather, and then going back. And then there's just Narkissa pouring herself like a glass of juice. And it's like, yeah, I need this.
Okay, I'll go to Narcissa. Narcissa, I have a question.
Holding their cup. Slowly puts it down. That's not a screwdriver. Yeah, what can I do for you?
I think Pebble's probably very twitchy, just like
Oh.
bouncing around, like kind of like on the edge of irritated, but not quite. I don't know what to do, because I know not being cursed is a good thing, but the axe was just better, and now I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm good at as good as I did. And if I don't do that, then what good am I?
Picks up the juice and takes a quick sip. Okay, ready. So you're concerned that you feel like you're falling behind because you're not trading yourself to a cursed object in order to essentially utilize yourself as a weapon to, I'm assuming, protect us.
Pebble squints at you Like you can see
Okay,
the loading screen, like trying to figure out what some of those words
you are
mean.
mad. You are mad at yourself that you are not stronger, and you want to use this method that you have found to sort of haste the process, quicken the process.
I guess. I mean, it was just better.
Well, why do you want this power in the first place?
Because I can protect everybody. If I can hit good. Because I'm the one in the front.
All right, we're gonna play a little reversey game. Imagine. I want you to just kind of imagine that in order to protect all of you, I decide to make a deal with a devil and they take my arm. Like, just the whole thing gone. How would that make you feel?
Not good.
Why is that? I'm doing it to protect you. Shouldn't you be happy? Shouldn't you be grateful that I've made this sacrifice to help you?
But you didn't have to do that to protect us.
Now,
And giving away parts of yourself makes me sad.
Now, I want you to think, why do you think any of us would be happy that you are trading essentially a piece of yourself in what you are seeing as a way to protect us?
I don't have an answer to that.
Perfectly fine. That's why I wanted to at least, the word is empathy. Yeah, that's double checking a notebook. Empathy. Okay. Yep, that's why I wanted to give you a bit of like kind of understanding by letting you touch your own feelings to kind of think about the shoe being on the other foot. I do understand that you want to get stronger, and that's a perfectly like valid and great thing to work towards. But if it's going to come at the cost of yourself, that's just not something I don't think anybody would really be happy with. Because, well, it's going to take pieces from you, it's going to hurt you, and that's not gonna really help us. A little too vodka. Okay.
Okay. I think I get it.
It's okay. It's definitely something to kind of sit and mull over. But don't do anything crazy for your goals, because you might end up regretting it. I say not committing various crimes for my goals.
Okay. I'm gonna go meditate on that. Thanks, Narkissa.
No problem. Walks back to the library. Wait, is Papa gonna be upset that I brought juice in again?
A snake on a nearby shelf just like shakes its head side to side.
No juice. Put a sign that says no food and drink. Come on, isn't that difficult? Goes back to the kitchen.
I think the rest of the time, at some point, I do think Pebble will go to Murik, maybe. Papa kind of scares her, so I think she would go to the other person that's most in the library. Oh, hold on, my connection is getting wonky.
I think you're back.
Okay, yeah, I've been going in and out.
Your voice has come through the whole
Mary,
time.
can
It's
you
just
help
your
me?
Merrick will just kind of look up from the book a little bit. What can I do for you?
Can you help me find more information about that giant god guy that said I'm chosen to do stuff?
What a hilarious statement.
No name,
The
no
one
context.
who threatened to skin everything?
Mhm.
I can certainly help
In the
take time to
distance here,
research
fuck
him.
that guy.
Oh man.
Yes, we can take the time to research him.
Thank you.
There he is. Yeah. I was looking up the page on where that guy is. Okay, so you are looking up good old what was his full title? Give me the full title. Come on. Yes, Zipe, our Lord of the Flayed Skins. Excellent. Okay, that is gonna be when it comes time. I'm gonna say that it's either religion or history. So like, Mirik is helping you in the sense of like, that's the aisle those books are in, but like she's like in on this spell thing and like is probably like writing stuff down. Huh? What'd you say? Like isn't helping enough to grant advantage, but it's like we don't have to worry about the fiction of like how can Pebble even find the books necessary to yada da 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 da. You're there, you're doing it, you got it.
Okay.
Because like aisle 4,
yes.
row 3,
Yeah.
gods.
Yes.
Start there.
Yep.
I have
excellent.
a -2 on both of these.
Exquisite. We don't worry. We're gonna get to the rollies after, and then Haley, Winnie. What's Winnie doing?
I muted myself instead of unmuting myself. Winnie, so Winnie has a bit of a convoluted plan. There's a couple of things that she wants to get done, and only 2 of them she wants to get done, and the rest of it is nonsense. So for the first day, she's going to spend the entire day, the entire day, just running. You hear her tiny little feet flip-flopping on the cold floors of the tiles of the castle, and you just hear these tiny little footsteps as like everywhere as she just runs into a room, looks around. You see her grab things and then disappear out of the room that you're in, and you're all kind of like a bit confused as to what is happening and where, and then like you start to hear like things like being dragged across, and in one of the big hallways somewhere close by to Papa's office but not too close, she set up a ridiculous obstacle course, and it is unbelievably ridiculous. And she is just sending Craig through it. We're getting Craig stealthy. We're working on his dexterity. We're working on his maneuverability while she's in control of him. And she's also going to be doing it with him. So she'll sometimes make herself small to like show him how to do it and be the same size as him and then run around the obstacle course with him and do that. And that is all a cover for the next 5 days, as she makes loud noise and looks distractible and is small and unseen. She wants to very periodically go and spy on Papa by using Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
And practice like full like Hunger Games Peter vibes, where she's just gonna like paint herself the same color as the wall and like disappear as much as she can.
Amazing.
So she's like practicing her stealth while also like, if Craig, like people will see Craig rolling around this obstacle course and be like, Winnie's there.
Yeah,
Clearly, she's teaching him, she's practicing things with him. So like we do spend a few hours a day doing that, but otherwise when I have the right moment, like when the snake is watching,
yes.
or when, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I find an opportune moment to go and spy on Papa, and I would like to just try and find things that he's collecting now that he's got this dead body, and see if I can pocket one of them.
Interesting.
I want to pocket one thing that he seems to need: a piece of paper, a chalk, a diamond, something that he is collecting. I want to pocket it, and I'm gonna just put it in my obstacle course. Like I just gotta stuff it in there. Like, oh, I'll just collect.
I was just collecting stuff. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so
that's my plan for the 5 days. Does that work?
I like it. I like this a lot for several reasons. So what I want to do is I want to start with yours, or should we go in the opposite order? Should we go and wind back to here? Because this could segue neatly into a like big plot conversation if it goes a certain way. So we'll go the other way. So we'll go back to the beginning with Narcissa. Narcissa, give me either history or arcana for Dreamland's Mirror of True Reflection research. Oh, you are muted. Or
No,
you tucked it.
Yeah, my head, my mouse. Yeah. No, it's gonna be history because my arcana is
booty.
I leave that to my smart wife, not me. Fuck that magic. 26.
26. So, what I will say is that you absolutely. This is less because you're going the history route. This is less about the Dreamlands necessarily, and more about where would a location of a Mirror of True Reflection be. And with a 26, I'll say you've got two options going for you. You have, obviously anyone who is important enough to like need to confirm whether or not someone is who they say they are, like that kind of thing, could have it. And so you're looking through like royal records and lineages and all this kind of like just patencies of nobility. And I just watched A Knight's Tale and I love that movie so much. But yes, that's why I have that thing keyed off in my brain. So yes, you are working on that. Let me see if I can find a little detail. The other side of it, so that's one option. You're gonna find a specific location there. I'm just looking up the like proper noun name. The other option kind of brings you full circle to an old dungeon map you've been holding on to, which is that there is believed to be an arcane researcher, an archmage by the name of Caraptus. And Caraptus was deeply involved in the research of souls and how to bind them, extract them, and their very nature in terms of like objects holding sentience and souls. And so this mirror would have been useful in terms of like a tool for his research. It's possible he had one, not guaranteed, but possible. And you know that the last known like location of Caraptus is White Plume Mountain, a dungeon of dungeons, this sort of like dreaded lair where people go, drop stuff off, and then run away from because they do not want to hang around long enough to get trapped inside of White Plume Mountain. And you know that you have the dungeon map to said White Plume Mountain as it came up in other bits of your research. I got deeply distracted talking about that fun lore and didn't look up the other thing that I was looking for. Doobity-doobity-doo. Where is this? I wish I had organized my notes better, because these are my old notes. They're not in lore link, so I can't just go to locations and search stuff. Let's see here.
I love causing that problem.
Yes.
It brings me joy.
Yes. Here we go. This is probably it. It better be. Yes. Okay. Yes. There it is. Thank you. There is the royal family of Tunesh most likely has a mirror of true reflection. Tunesh is a continent that is you would not necessarily know this, but Mirik, if looking at a map, would know this. It is to the north of Draconovus. It is I almost want to say an island country. It is a very large, in the way that like Australia is an island, it is an island country. It's a very large island that is sort of situated near other countries on the eastern half of the world. So most likely, if you were looking for an IRL parallel location, the one in Tunesh or this one that Caraptus has. And of those two, in terms of like the complications of getting to them, there is this dungeon that you've theoretically been looking at for other reasons, and which may or may not metagaming be the next dungeon. Or there is the let's go break into a royal palace and past a bunch of guards and nonsense and stuff, which could be wild and fun. But those are your two like in-world, waking world manifestations of where a likely mirror of true reflection would be located.
I mean, guys,
I mean-
it's fun. It's fun.
Mirik, give me an Arcana check. Mark doesn't blow on her dice. Mark gives him the stink eye.
No, that's yeah, we're usually the ones that get to blow on the dice.
Mark is like,
17.
roll good or else.
17. Nice. You are able to, using like having watched Saoirse cast the spell before, you're able to get that dispel magic. So mark off the 500 GP for that and the 200 for the other two. But you are able to add identify, remove curse, and dispel magic all to your spell book.
All for the low price of 700 GP.
You do also need to, Papa would have access to being able to acquire these, by the way. You would need to also get the pearl for Identify. I don't know if you already have that. Somewhere in the massive trove of bits and bobs that is in
Mirik's just like walking around like muttering about a pearl, and I just like shovel in the stuff, and I just, I found one here.
What's the gold? Is that pearl have a gold cost on it?
I think it does. Hold on.
Oh, probably. I didn't write it down.
I feel like it's 1,000. But
I
I
have
could be
pearl.
thinking of diamonds.
Gotta look up in my spellbook real fast.
You took too long, and I put it back in my pocket and run away.
100 gold.
It is worth 100 gold? Then it's perfect for Identify. That's all you need.
It's,
Oh,
it's needed 100 gold. I
Yes.
don't know if the pearl is.
oh, gotcha. I can't remember where you got this pearl. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I'd be able to look up its value potentially in the books.
It's not
but-
even written in my actual inventory. It's just written in my notes part.
Gotcha.
So
Yep.
it probably truly is not. I don't know. It's up to you.
I
I will
might-
give up 16 gold pieces that I have in my pockets for it.
Look, I can. Here. I'll
This is some girl
schmooze
math
Papa
right here.
for the
I'll trade
pearl.
you
Okay.
I'll trade you the emotional value of my 16 pennies for your dollar.
Look,
Yeah.
just let me. Can I schmooze Papa since Mirik doesn't want to talk? Just like, hey, okay, so I got this. Can I also get this for my wife? Okay, now back to what I want.
You can absolutely, you can wheel and deal through Narkissa to Papa to get your pearl. You can just mark the 100 gold off. Wild. Amazing. Let's do Pebble. Let's get that either religion or history check for Zipe.
Do you mind if I just quickly ask? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
When we got invited to the Feywild, is that what we're doing next, or are we doing that
we
after the next thing?
We have not gotten to that part just yet.
Okay, cool. My brain was just like, is that before or after this next part?
Yeah. What'd you get on religion or history, Pebble?
I'm gonna choose to use my channel divinity for this.
Oh, yes.
Open to minds.
I love
That'll
it.
make it a straight roll instead of a -2.
You got this.
Um,
I believe in you, wife.
All right.
You are good.
15 for religion.
15 for religion. Okay. So you get a lot of. Zipe is a very minor character in like the grand scheme of things. You see, like, it's probably in books that have already been a little bit like leafed through and like marked by this recent research preparing for the hidden shrine, and like where Papa's been like clearly looking through things. So Zipe's in there. There's more mention of Zipe as just this like basically this minor like diviner, this like oracular kind of like shamanistic mystic person that was, kind of advisor to lots of figures in giant lore, but was never really like the dude. He was like the dude who knew the dude in most of these tales, which is probably explaining why he probably got shunted into an old buried crypt, and he's just like, I don't care, this is fine. I'm doing my random thing, sucking on skins in here, being a real creepy weirdo. But so the research there is this idea of like every so often giant kin go through this reshaping of their social order, this like reestablishment of the way things are. And if anything Zipe said holds true, then it could be the case that you are kind of standing at a pinnacle moment of tipping the scales one way or another. And while you're not sure exactly how that's fitting in, you have because you're using your channel divinity, you have this sense of being like you're standing on like a disc that's balanced atop a pyramid, where it's like any movement kind of wobbles you there and back. It feels like that kind of moment in time and space. You feel like you are at the nexus of several threads converging. So maybe what Zipe said has some weight to it, but in terms of exactly how that manifests and what chances you will have at enacting that will, those data points you don't have, but you now have the awareness to look for them. And I will make sure that manifests in some sort of way, probably soon. In terms of like, that's the, like, this is not going to be a like, will you notice the thing? This research has basically said, when we get to the point where like there's a shiny object that Pebble can choose to not or do touch, I will just let you know that shiny object is right there. What do you want to do?
Okay.
And that brings us to a stealth check.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yep.
Sorry. I gotta make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes. Love it.
Okay. Oh, that's a 4 minus 2. For 2. I finish reading and I stumble over to Murik and I just fall face first in her lap. Just pass the fuck out.
Miracle just kind of like absently give you a kiss on the back of your head and then set her book on top of you.
Narcissa just on the other side of the table. With how many of my juices I've had, I thought it was gonna be me first, to be honest. Poor thing, she really overworked her brain.
Love it.
I've got 1 level of exhaustion until we sleep.
Which we're in downtime mode. You're gonna sleep that away pretty quick. But I do love the idea that it's
really
like goes away, reads, come back, and just passes out. Just done.
Oh, my brain.
I think Mirik and Narcissa are just like, yeah, I remembered that in my youth.
I want to say canonically that Pebble fell asleep somewhere near the obstacle course and then became a part of the obstacle course.
I'm half Mirik's book table and half an obstacle course.
Just like your 2 legs just laying straight down and just like little hurdles. That's it. Like that's
Craig just leaping over Pebble. Oh man, little Craig doing Pebble parkour. Winnie.
We're practicing to get his stealth up. He needs to stop going everywhere he walks.
He can't help it. That's just what they do. They're very sloshy. You gotta pat and dry him before you send him off on a mission. I could have told you that.
We're practicing.
It's a very similar reason that like heavy armor debuff stealth. This is like rapple organs debuff stealth. They're just so sloshy.
Exactly. You gotta pat dry him like you pat dry like a roast before you put it in. You gotta pat dry him.
Well, what we worked out on the 5th day, on the 3rd day, is that if you shake him all of the organs and liquid gets distributed evenly, and he doesn't make a noise for 5 seconds. That's it. That's as long as it lasts.
You know, one of the bricks definitely
the
just pick it up.
Yeah, until the rolling then puts everything back and it just makes that noise.
Definitely on a couple of the breaks, Narcissa has just like picked up Craig, just be like, okay, just like kind of squeezing. Like the happens is that they sweat, and you just gotta.
Yeah.
And then Pat tries, and it's like.
At one point, I grabbed the top of his like head and I put it in a little like a scrunchie, so he's got just like a tuft of skin just popping out the top of a scrunchie. And he's just like he's had Botox, and he just goes. It's high pitched.
I love that we were on the same brain though, because I was picturing an alternative solution. He just like densely packs himself into one little like orb, and then just has to drag the orb behind him. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm getting really good at blind sense.
Give me a stealth check. I know you said pass without trace. What I'm gonna say here is because it's like over extended periods of time, don't do a pass without trace roll. But this is going to be don't add that bonus in. But this is going to be against a much lower DC because you have the tools to like when it counts really hide yourself.
Cool, beautiful. Oh, a 2.
Well, add your normal stealth bonus to that.
My normal stealth bonus is... Where do I find that stealth? God, I haven't looked at this. 7.
Okay.
7.
So 7 total.
If you just wanted me to roll the dice plus my stealth, that is a 2 plus 5. That is,
5.
I can't change the die. I can re-roll it if you want me to. That'll give you a different number.
I was just making sure it wasn't a 9. It was 2 plus 7. I wasn't sure what 7 was. Was it the final or the bonus?
Sorry. Yeah. 7 total.
Quick, does anybody have inspiration on them?
No. Put it away.
I do not.
Okay. So this is why I saved
for the
yours
obstacle course, right?
This is why I saved yours for last. Because this is also going to give you a peek into Saoirse's downtime, which I have already arranged with Raz as to what's going on. Don't spill your tea.
I nearly did. I put it down on the edge of the table and almost.
It's okay. Matt made me do a spit take earlier.
I clipped it. It was so good. It's expert timing. You've kind of got this, like from last time, from your skullduggery last time, you've got this mental map of like Papa's usual routine. And there's some variance, but not enough. Like you've kind of...
Yeah.
And maybe in that lack of variance, you're thinking, oh, is Papa slipping up? Does Papa even need to slip up? Is this like a thing? You're wondering, like, there's a level of like where you're almost there, like where you're so close. There's that just barely perceptible energy working its way into Papa's movements that you can read as like, oh, things are kicking off. We've reached a point of either no return or accelerated gains that Papa is very eager to seize on.
Yes.
You sneak, you identify the right windows of time, and it is not into the office that you expected to be watching that you go. Instead, there is this odd sensation following Papa around that there is a stairwell you hadn't noticed before. And actually that thought even makes you question, like, wait, there's never been stairs, and yet we've always just walked around this floor in circles, like able to get to all the rooms, but it's too big. There's this realization in your head that starts to like overwhelm your blind sense to where now you're seeing tiny little flaws in the perception at the edges of this space that are like, this building is more complex than I can see, and it's constantly fighting me on that. And so you're starting to like scratch at that scab of awareness. Following Papa down these stairs, It leads.
I do have like a folded piece of paper in my hands that I'm like clutching to my chest right now. Half tucked, half not, just so you know that that's what Winnie's holding as we wander around right now.
Following Papa, keeping that paper still, using the deeper shadows of Pass Without Trace to have a little bit more confidence following this close, because it is slightly nerve-wracking that you are at this point not going into a place that Papa was when they're not there. You're actively following Papa.
Yes.
And there is a moment where your blind sense feels a shift in not location but climate that makes you realize, oh, whatever we just walked through was vast distance, not down a staircase. Like a teleportation door built into a place.
Yep.
And it is then that you realize that you have walked down into that lower level of the Sunless Citadel. You have walked back into the Gulthias Tree Grove. And you can see Papa walking over to a large array of tables and beakers and laboratory equipment and scrolls and research. And you can see Grenell moving around, just chittering away in Goblin, doing experimentations. There is the body of Talokas Popolokas, still wrapped in those shrouds, but now even more so. Now there are additional bindings. There are tethers of what look like light surrounding his body at all times. They're just emitting this like low, dim glow of what feels both warm and light, like almost like sunlight, like just shrouding his energy so that it can't leak out too much. And you see a fourth thing that for a moment makes you terrified. Not necessarily because what it is, but because of your lack of awareness that it was happening. Because you see Saoirse sort of meditation pose at the base of the Gulthias tree, and you see the tree's bark like undulating behind her, knots and striations forming patterns that almost look like a language, as her face towards the roof, not the sky, but just this closed cavern. Black ichor leaks from eyes that aren't there and from a mouth that's just open, fungal tendrils sort of like waving in the air. And right at this moment of like, is something bad happening to her? You see Papa just walk up nearby and like lightly tap on the ground with their foot, and the ichor sort of like retreats back up into Saoirse, and she like comes to consciousness, and Papa has brought her like a small snack, and there's a brief exchange that you can maybe overhear if you move closer. Mute? Or I think you muted.
I was unmuted before. How far away is Talokas Popolokas's body from this conversation? Further away or closer?
30 feet.
Could I get to that and hide behind that?
You could try.
That's what I would like to try.
Do
I roll stealth?
You walk up. This is where I'm going to roll your stealth over.
This is where my 7 goes?
Yeah, this is where your 7 goes.
I thought the 7 was earlier. That's fine. Can I do one thing before I get caught then?
Yeah.
Can I tuck the piece of paper into the bindings of Talokas Popolokas, where his hands would be?
I'm going to pause you right at the moment that because as you're going closer, you get close enough that you could feel that Pass Without Trace start to peel away. The light of these bindings is shunting it away. And in that brief moment of like, oops, I know I am not as cloaked as I should be. You see not Papa, but Saoirse see you. And there is this brief moment of like caught in the cookie jar, unsure what to do about this, and then realizing that Papa is right there, and that if this expression stays on her face for too long, everyone will know. And you see her just make a choice to like look back at Papa and kind of like fix her face.
Yeah. I just like this big, like a grin that spreads wider than naturally available on Winnie's face, just like slowly curls up. And she's gonna like grab the paper that's folded, and she's gonna fold it again, and then she's gonna shove it into the bindings as much as she can where his hands are.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie.
And I just remembered.
I'm not using that dice, by the way. I'm gonna try change dice over.
I just remembered you are still cursed on Dex and Strength. So
Oh, am I?
you make it with disadvantage.
Oh shit, I am. All right, sorry. That last one, I don't know if it could. I don't know if it could have gotten worse.
I don't think
Okay,
it was
low
so
enough.
the first roll was a 19 on the die, and the second roll is cocked. And the second roll, an 11 plus 5. Plus what? Plus what? Stealth? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
13.
13.
13 with disadvantage isn't bad.
13 with disadvantage is not bad.
That's pretty good.
You start to peel up the bindings, and there is a noise from Toloke. It's like, and immediately Papa looks around and spots you. The whole scene is seen.
Did I already get the paper in?
You have tried to get the paper. You're just holding the paper. Like, oh. It is dangerous to.
I run away. I run away. I run away. And I run away.
What did you say? You
I run.
peeked. The mic did not get any of
Oh,
that.
damn it. Sorry. I say, I just wanted to say hi to my new brother, and I run away. I run away.
Do you leave the paper behind?
Yes. Yeah, the paper's behind.
What did the paper say?
The paper says, oh, okay, wait. I was like, I'm going to have some time to think about this. It's going to be something
Nope.
along the lines of like, hi, I'm Winnie. I'm your new sister. You're going to be grown out of a tree. I was grown out of a flower. I hope we can be best friends. And then that's pretty
Aw.
much what it says.
That is the sweetest. I love it so much. Amazing. Nothing happens that day. You go back. Craig is doing is getting a little bit of a small break, just slurping some juice up into his spongy body as he's taking a break from the ropes course, the pebble course. It is the next day that Papa seeks you out.
I do the whole like a dog that's been caught behavior where like, yeah, like my head's down, my eyes are looking directly up. I'm like, and I drag my feet as I walk towards him. I druidcraft a little flower in my hands. Hi.
Why did you want to do that without me noticing?
Because you wouldn't tell me anyway?
Are you so sure?
Yes. You've kept things from me so far, haven't you? Too many things. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Do tell.
You can tell me if you like. I'll see if I can corroborate the information. And I'm standing with like all four of my arms crossed, and I look terrified. Like I'm like shooken in my little boots right now. But I'm given Tood for probably the first time ever against something that is probably important versus like, you know, eating vegetables or something dumb like
not the
that.
normal toddler Tood. This is like teenager Tood. This is I think this is a real moment, and we need to have a real moment. Yeah.
Yes.
I am sorry. No, that's not entirely true. You are correct.
That's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
Good. That will
What'd
make
you say?
this easier. It is true that I have been withholding.
Yes.
It is also true that you are too smart for that to have lasted. And that we
Yes.
are reaching...
It's really your own fault for keeping things from me.
We are reaching an important crossroads.
Yes.
one that
The tree.
requires honesty. This is a conversation I've been preparing to have with the entire group. Would you prefer...
I can wait.
Would you prefer that to a more private discussion? In other words, how will the others receive it that you have been lied to?
Depends on what you're gonna say.
Well, yes.
I'm not gonna tell them you've been lying to me. You've just been keeping things.
The difference between a lie of omission and an outright lie is thin.
Yeah, but that's the distinction, like, we live on.
Yes.
Are you mad at me? I'm not mad at you.
I am scared.
Scared?
I have come to rely on you and Saoirse and the others as being people I can trust. But that trust has always been blind. It has always been limited to the exact specifications that I give you for work. I trust you with nothing else, just as I expect you to trust me with nothing else. But I don't think that can last.
It's an interesting choice of words. You trust me with nothing else?
Well, nothing else outside of your nature. I trust you to be Winnie. I trust you to be as you have been. But I don't trust you to hold the secrets I have had to keep. Not yet, anyway.
That's an interesting choice of words, Papa.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all. I learnt something today. I like when I learn things.
What did you learn?
That's a truth for me, not for you.
Well, I thought we were sharing. And you could tell, there feels like there's a smile behind the mask. Like, this is, like, there's a level of pride in you learning that is, it's breaking through that sort of, like, business front that Papa has always given.
I, like, have a smile on my face, and I lean forward, and I whisper, like, just above, like, what normal people can hear, but obviously plenty to hear. And I just say, I learnt that our trust reaches as far as business. Interesting. And I step back again with a big smile on my face. And it's like a creepy, forced smile. You definitely, there's no hiding that Winnie is clearly upset at this, but she's trying to, like, be like, I'm cool right now.
Would you like that to change?
No. I thought it already was different.
I know.
I thought we were a family.
That is the version of me that I presented to you, yes.
Interesting. So I'm just the same as the wrappings, the body and the wrappings.
You were.
Okay. And Saoirse?
She was.
Okay. Do you still trust me?
I would like to make the lie I gave you a truth, if that is something you are interested in.
I'll give you one chance. One go. One opportunity. Take a shot. Sorry.
I did not have spaghetti today, but I will attempt it anyway.
To be anything you ever wanted. Yeah, sorry. You go. Tell me, what's this truth you would like to correct?
I want us to be a family. I want us to be something that survives what is to come in a way that is truthful.
Can anyone roll insight?
Yeah.
I know that it's hard with a mask, but
Mhm.
actually, you know what? I am going to just stare at Papa's face, and I am just going to say, I'm waiting. Because Papa has removed their mask before, and I'm going to make them do it again to make this promise to me.
I'm so glad you did that. Because this is the face you see, and I'm posting it in Discord on the Tales Does Tales chat.
Okay.
You see Yuan Ti woman, long dark hair, sort of sticks to her face. There is a very bold scar leading down from eye across cheek, across lips, green, slitted pupil face. Roll me a... God, what would this be? Roll me insight?
21.
Nice.
It's so much easier to read two eyes than it is one.
In this,
Turns out.
there is a strange moment of, why have I seen this face before? And not in a way that says, oh, I saw behind the mask, I saw the eye. Like, you're recognizing the eye, you're recognizing a little bit of that cheekbone. This is, I've seen not this face, but the sibling of this face before kind of vibes. In that
Can I recall?
In that brief
Where?
flash where the twisted, horrid nightmare visage of the three-eyed man faded into a far more handsome, regal, polished face. It was a very masculine
Butthole
twist
man.
on this. Yes. God, I hate you for doing that.
I
nickname.
remember now.
But yes.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't remember who that was until I remembered Butthole Face.
Yes.
Continue.
When Butthole Face was not Butthole Face, when he was the non-twisted version of himself for just that little brief moment before he vanished. Very similar. Familial appearance.
Can I reach out my hand for Papa's hand?
And she does. She takes off the black gloves that she usually wears, holds your hand.
I hold it with two hands because I can. Both left hands. And I just look up and I say, would you like a truth?
Yes. She seems clearly caught off guard by this furrowed brow. Like, I was expecting to have to still do a whole thing, and you're... Okay, yeah.
I saw your brother, sister. I saw them. I met them.
There is...
When was the last time you saw them?
There is a brief flash of panic in the eyes. Just the tiniest beginning of, no, that's not okay. Don't like this at all. I've... Not for longer than will make sense without me telling you a lot more.
Okay. More tomorrow? Or next week?
More now.
Or now? And I sit crisscross applesauce, but my wings are fluttering, so I'm at eye level.
I'm glad you're flying again.
I put my feet on the ground as soon as they say it.
You don't have to. I've already been frank with Saoirse. Because I realized both of you had outgrown...
Your name is Frank?
I have been honest with Saoirse.
I don't understand. A truth. More truths.
I realized that there is no way I can hide from you things that I thought needed to be hidden. And that the longer I withheld, the more likely it was that you were going to, very rightly, not be my ally anymore, let alone family.
Why?
And she begins to tell you a story of how she met Saoirse. Not as Saoirse, but as the Goffin Havhadra, a cultic leader who had fallen in with mushroom fungal aliens, visitors from another world, in order to create divine rights towards Shub-Nigrath, the undead goddess of the moon. It was meant to be a ritual of everlife, the ability to plant in the ground and rise back out alive. Closer to immortality, one step closer towards answers that all magic users have asked since the beginning of everything. You were that test subject that back then Saoirse, not Saoirse, was working on. When the test worked, Papa needed to deal with all of the other ramifications of it working. She destroyed the Migo, and she killed Saoirse, or at least brought her to the brink of death, in order to then, in her words, re-sculpt both of your memories into having always been with her, to having been sisters.
I was made from Saoirse? Or at the same time?
You were a body that Saoirse used to test these magics.
Oh, who was I before?
I believe some revelations have come to light recently. There will be a messenger on the morrow for us to work with, but essentially, you were a thief. A fae. Somewhere between the gloaming, the Seelie, and the Unseelies. An undecided that made a decision that cost you your life.
Thief. I bet I was really good at it too. I bet I stole everything and I stole it so good and no one ever caught me.
Well...
Oh, I guess someone caught me at the end.
They did catch you at the end, yes. That is how your first version met its end.
So then, the letter that I got isn't from my mama, and it's just a message to try and find the thief?
Correct. Mostly.
So I shouldn't go. Or I should go.
We will be having a conversation with the messenger tomorrow.
Jot?
Not Jot. I put some inquiries out to Mixtress Glilglir Asumthenia. She is interested in seeing what comes of this.
Do you know what Jot is?
Well, he was a Quasit.
Ah.
A little demon, a lesser folk. He is now something bigger.
What? Wait! Can I lean forward to Papa and whisper again? Does fairy hair make you bigger?
Winning a bet with an archfey makes you bigger.
Huh. How do you know all of this?
Scrying. I do like to keep tabs on people that, if I don't care about them, they're at least one step removed from people I care about.
Interesting. Okay.
That is everything I've shared with Saoirse. And it is everything I've now shared with you, that if you wish to impart it to your wives, that is perfectly within your right to do so. I only wanted to make sure that you had a chance to hear that news, not in front of an audience.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will probably tell him. Yeah. But you can tell him if you would like to be the ones to pick and choose the words.
I don't think the words I have to say on the matter all that much. It will be far more important for them to hear your viewpoint on things.
Okay.
You are the one.
Why do you wear the mask?
I have made enemies. It is better to not give a face than to give one.
Interesting. So no one has seen your face except for me?
You, Saoirse, and theoretically soon the rest of them.
Okay. You're very beautiful. And I'm going to tuck some hair behind their ear and just give them a little kiss on the forehead.
There is another one of those like panic shivers.
Unless, of course, that unless they act uncomfortable at any point during that, and then I immediately do not do that.
There is.
But I feel like I kiss them on the mask constantly. If
There is a small, like, again, one of those restrained fear reactions of like, this is clearly touching on something in a not aware to you past, but is squashed for the purposes of like, thank you.
You're my family. Don't lie to me. You can keep things, don't lie.
No more lies.
Love you. You don't have to say it back. And I flitter off to find my wives.
Before you go, she doesn't say it, but you see her like make a mouth movement, and again that blood
She
tear
says olive
falls.
juice in like
the blood tear from her eye falls out the same way that she cast the spell the last time. And give me a wisdom saving throw.
and I just die. Wisdom is a +5, that's a 10.
It is kind of horrifying to hear the version of the story before seeing the version of your story, as too many modified memories to count are all unspooled in the wink of an eye, as she gives you back all of the original memories you had before she covered them up. You remember the glade and the fire. You remember being birthed out of a grave. You remember her killing Saoirse and subduing you. You remember the spells being cast. You remember finding things you shouldn't have when you were still just a little Winnie, and having a correction made over and over and over again until you were a pliable piece in her puzzle.
That was all Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She didn't kill you. You do also remember the death.
No, yeah.
Everything past that rebirth, that's still
Yes.
fuzzy. That wasn't her taking
Yeah.
that away from you. It was just buried.
No.
But
Yeah.
everything since then.
Shit. I feel like when that, how quick does that happen? Like, if when he ran off, does it come back all immediately? Like, before she even makes it to the hallway?
It's before you
Because I
even-
feel like,
You move to run away, and there's this moment of
Yeah.
eye contact, and then it just floods. Like, it's
yeah, I feel like
years
Winnie
of
just
memories
immediately,
restored to them.
like, all four hands just, like, immediately clenched to the head. Because, like, this would be debilitating, I feel. Having all of these thoughts just re-enter your mind all at the same time, none of them which you remember, and yet you know them as if you remember. So that's like, everyone in the castle hears a blood-curdling scream as Winnie is just on the ground, and she is now gonna spend however long it takes reliving these memories, just like in almost like a just completely blacked out state as she just mumbles to herself the moments, these scenes, these things that are happening, reliving the things that she's done over and over again as she just kind of is just on the ground mumbling. Does Papa leave her there?
When Winnie comes to, Papa's there. There is a smear across her face of like the blood tear having been wiped away by a hand. And she is just holding you, like wanting to be closer, but not knowing if she's allowed to be.
I just squeeze her hand and lay there, silent.
I can bring the others in if you would prefer them to me.
This is okay. Man, I just want to fall asleep. My poor little brain.
The next day, Papa calls everyone in for a meeting. Along with all of you, there is a strange insectoid creature sitting at the table. Looks like something between... It's not Winnie. It looks like something between
It arrives.
a praying mantis and an angel. It is this humanoid bipedal
Biblical
shape.
or
Biblical
not?
angel.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Too many eyes.
there are sort of like eyes in a circlet that ring down to the shoulders. The forearms look like they have those like big mantis pincers, but like tucked up and out of the way, so that these sort of like long, multifaceted little spindly fingers can articulate. I would like all of you to understand what is in front of us. And part of that is a visitor. First off, thank you for doing such a good job acquiring Tolokes Popolokas's body. That has proven fruitful, as I had hoped. Secondly, as I am sure some of you are aware, and she's sort of like, the mask like glides over Mirik. I have plans of my own that you have been forwarding. This is an opportunity to bring you further into the fold and to gain understanding and enlightenment before we enter the next stages of this plan. Do you have any
take it this-
questions before we begin?
Why?
Why?
I mean, you've been so secretive. Yeah. It's not like we've really talked.
And I think it is time we fix that. Saoirse asked some very good questions, just as Winnie has asked some very good questions. Brought these concerns to the forefront, and lingering animosity and suspicion can only go so far in a fruitful endeavor.
I guess that makes sense.
First, Ashwing, and she sort of nods over at the creature as she removes her mask. Pulls down the hood. Ashwing is here to deliver a message from Mistress Gilglir Asunthea. There's a little like skittling, scuttering of chitinous plates and little wing manifolds as the creature acknowledges. the question. So looking at Narkissa.
No. Oh no, it wasn't me. It was the It was a player. Because I'm like, so you're saying that, just to confirm, that Papa takes off their mask and is revealing their face now.
Yes.
So now Narkissa is basically seeing the sister of one.
Yeah. You do not have to roll insight. You for sure get that for free. That because you knew him without the crazy weird nightmare face.
I hope that Papa knows there's a very just like strong reaction in Narkissa in which she is trying not to just jump out of the chair, but like her drink kind of spills a lot. She's like, oh fuck.
There is a noticeable like, yeah, I've been bracing for this moment too, and then like she just moves on. She's just not.
Yeah, they're just not gonna talk. They're just like, nope, this is not the moment to talk about.
Not the moment.
It's like, one moment, just gets another drink, and it's just like, okay, 2 shots of vodka. 3/4 of the glass are filled. Okay, I'm ready.
What message do you bring?
I am here to discuss the mistress's desire to acquire certain items that one of your members would be good to return to its original owner through here.
What are the items?
There are 3 sentient weapons being secured in the stronghold of White Plume Mountain. These are of import to both of us. And there is just sort of a look over to Papa. The Black Flame Mistress has been made aware of the fact that the thief lives. The eyes focus in. All these eyes are like darting around the room constantly, but occasionally they sort of like consensus on to one person or place. And at that, they consensus on to Winnie. Caraptus's research into transplanting one's sentience has brought not 1 but 3 devices into his care. 1 must be used to satisfy a bargain with the Black Flame Mistress. As payment for brokering a peaceful exchange, Mistress Glilgir will be taking another for herself. The final shall remain with you, as their Glomfulness believes it will aid in your endeavors.
Giving a sentient object that is going to help our endeavors. And you have 1 sentence. I am just making sure I'm going over the bullet points really quick. So there's 3 sentient objects.
There are.
1. Okay, excellent. Okay, we've got that one checked off. 1 needs a deal made with it, and I'm assuming. Confirm, do you want us to try and make the deal and accomplish it, then give, or is it that you need us to, that it needs to be kind of like pristine, in which it's like no deal has been made, so that
the deal has already been brokered by Mistress Glilgir Asenfia in exchange for Black Razor, the Sword of Night Sky. Your friend's life shall not be forfeit to the Black Flame Mistress.
I doubt very much it would have been forfeit to begin with.
You
with all the
welcome
name
to
drops.
Try, but that would have been very unwise.
No one ever claimed I was wise.
Name drops, yes.
It's okay. We still love you. We still love you, honey. Back, Pat.
What was that name? Glilgir? And is that Seisha's name?
No. Seisha's title
I just
was
got myself.
Hapadiga.
Okay.
Lots of weird G's
That
leading
sounds
into
like-
trails of syllables, yes.
It sounds like Voldemort's, what he's saying, Avada
The parcel tongue.
Kedavra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so we need 1 sentient. So we need 1 of the sentient then there's two. Okay, so one object we need to set aside for a deal to protect this pretty wife here, hovering over Winnie. Okay, and then what's the second one being used for again? Because you said one's to keep, and now there's just this middle one that I have no clue what's going on.
The second one is payment to the mistress himself.
Why does she require payment?
For brokering the deal, for ensuring that the Black Flame Mistress is not simply going to war with the Shadespire.
So you're getting 2 swords from us.
One will eventually go to the Black Flame Mistress. One stays with us. The third stays with you.
Okay. Do we get a...
Oh, so your mistress is a middleman. Got it.
Yeah, see, okay, thank you, honey. That's where I was kind of getting my wire. Okay, so that's all 3.
There's 3 parties and a sword for one
3.
of each of the parties.
Okay, and then Nurkiss is pulling out a book because obviously she's been researching like the mirror and stuff. It's like, okay, let's see, has this it's literally just looking at this. I swear to the gods from here and beyond.
Papa, do you need the sword or can I keep it?
We will discuss that after. Technically, we would most likely not be keeping a sword. It would be probably a hammer. And
I'm not very good at hammers.
she sort of looks across to like confirm with this Ashwing, who just sort of like gives this like weird like head tilt nod sort of thing. And of course, that still doesn't answer the question of why she would help us if she knows that so much of our plans are so close to happening. Why would Glilgir go with this? There are similarities between your ideal and our reality that have not gone unnoticed. And this is just Ashwing talking to Papa. There is much yet to do, and perhaps further accords may be struck, lest your reach outpace your capabilities. Are there any further questions?
What's known about
think-
these sentient swords?
The insectoid creature just sort of reaches across the table and like passes a paper. Has a bit of prose that we can go over next time about, but it basically contains all the information that they know about it.
Wait. Can Haley ask a question?
Yes.
Is the Fae this completely separate to this situation?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it is.
Yes.
All right. I think
Wait,
I've gotten my.
No, the Fae is this situation. The Mistress
The Fae.
Glilgir
So that
Asanthea.
the
Yeah.
mistress is the person that sent me the letter that also has my hair.
Yes. The
Beautiful.
person who has your hair now is the Black Flame Mistress.
Oh, cool. I don't know.
Ah,
that,
that's
though,
why
but,
your
like,
life is gonna be
yes.
forfeit. Okay, yep.
Yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
Jot told on you, saying, "Hey,
Yes.
remember that remember that
Thief?
bitch that stole your sword? She's still
Yes.
alive." And
Yes.
that has kicked off a whole chain of events.
Yes.
Glilgir is intruding into. You don't know necessarily why, but it seems like they might be jockeying for some sort of favor with Papa to like, hey, we're gonna help you spare Winnie from the wrath of this Archfey by inserting ourselves into this situation, helping to broker a deal for peace. By the way, you're still invited to a party afterwards. That's how you're gonna deliver like the sword and stuff. But in the meantime, you gotta go get the thing to solve this whole problem that you technically started.
Yeah. Well, I didn't start it.
A
That's a
version
whole
of you
different
started.
person.
Yeah, it's a whole different
Yeah.
person. It's until
Okay.
death. I died. It's all good.
I died. Resurrected me.
What-
I'm a new
what's-
one.
Yeah.
Whatever
I
happened.
guess it's just
I'm a tree.
like,
A
okay,
flower?
what's
Unsure.
the time limit to this?
No specific time limit, but the Black Flame Mistress's patience grows thin. It is unlikely that she would do anything to ruin the deal. However, there is nothing that would forestall her spite with each passing day.
Does she have a real name, or does she just go by the Black Mistress, whatever she? What was it? The Flame, Black Flame Mistress.
You're not gonna get a real name out of a fae.
The
That's
Black
like
Flame-
pulling teeth.
The Black Flame Mistress is my preferred usage for her. She is also known as the Queen of Night and Shadow, a title of supreme arrogance in the world of Fae. She is also known less nicely as the Hag Queen, and those who truly wish to draw her ire will call her the Witch Queen.
Mm.
So when is the
I have
party?
some- Yeah.
The party can be arranged at any moment once you acquire the weaponry. It is not us rushing this deal along. I only wish to impart the fact that the Witch Queen, and there's sort of a noticeable, like, I am insulting her now, will go out of her way to make existence painful for those who have wronged her, the longer her spite is allowed to fester.
I've dealt with exes. This is fine.
It just rolls out a map.
Put a very rare, like, fingernail tippy-tappy from Papa, and, like, a nervous, like, like, just...
Any
And all of
relative
these-
location.
Yeah. Are they all in the same place?
They are all within the confines of White Plume Mountain. However, the prose that I have passed you should illuminate the fact that they are stored in different locations within said singular location.
Noted. And you need all three.
Well, technically, we only need 2. The third is simply a bonus for you to take as your own payment. If you're going to break the egg, might as well use all of it.
Noted.
We will require Black Razor specifically for our purposes, and any other one of the 3 as payment to us.
Okay.
Okay, so
Black
we
Razor.
bring them to the party and then they get distributed to whoever needs to go to.
Bring Black Razor and the one you wish to pay us with to the party. The other can stay with you in the Shadespire, wherever you would like it. It is yours.
Or what if I have it equipped? Can I bring it?
You can bring it, yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure if we bring all 3, is like the castle gonna explode or something? Like some weird key thing?
It will not explode of its own volition, but be aware that these items have been prized for several passages of existence. It would be high profile, to say the least.
And the pros
Are we
you've
gonna get-
given us give us the names of these other items.
Black Razor, Wave, and Whelm.
Are we gonna
Information
get attacked?
within the confines of White Plume Mountain? Most certainly. At the party,
Absolutely.
that will largely be up to the discretion of your manners.
But if we do provide the sword, she's gonna leave me alone, right?
She will forgive that offense.
How many more have I done, though?
That
How
and
about-
the cost of any future debts incurred by your choices is entirely up to you.
All right, I have something I need to do.
Okay, can I just ask for just a little bit of maybe a pre-payment or just like something after we collect the items? Just a little something. Just a little.
What is it that you
Um,
desire?
I would like to request a book on Fae manners and etiquette so that we don't absolutely ruin at this lovely party.
Papa's just
The rule of
nodding. And
hospitality.
Papa's just nodding, like, don't worry, there was a reason I said that you should attend the party after you collected the items. I am securing said reading material.
Okay, excellent. And then I would say, depending, I don't think it would take too terribly long. I'd just put in some like orders for some gowns just so we can look nice. I think it would be very disrespectful to try and deliver this object looking like we just got out of White Plume Mountain.
I will add some tailoring to the list of things to do once things are.
A new dress.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
That's very exciting.
Those are my demands.
Anything else we need of Ashwing while they're here?
How
High
do we
five.
know we can trust the word of your mistress?
there is a bristling, like very intense, like almost like cicada pitch. Fae only deal in truths. It is you mortals who decide what to say and what not to say. To question.
You may only deal in truths, but truths can hide lies.
Truths never hide lies. They only hide your ignorance of the facts. Skir is is beyond reproach. Do not question her motives.
And what motive does she have to assist Winnie?
That is for future conversations. And there's a look towards Papa, which I will potentially explain once Ashwing, which we are most grateful for your time, is away.
Can I get that high five?
From the insectoid, from Ashwing?
Yeah. I definitely tried.
There's sort of a skepticism, and then...
Nice. We just very slowly. And then they can leave.
On the way out, after that happens, as a measure of securing trust, not only in us, but in your patron. And their eyes sort of coagulate over and fixate on Papa. You should show them the supplicants. And then they walk out of the room.
What is a supplicant?
There's just sort of a weary look on Papa's face.
It's a plant.
They're...
No, those are succulents.
Yes.
Wait, I thought that's how you described a pastry.
Oh.
I think it's succulent.
Succulent. Succulent. Yeah, like the plant. Pebble nose.
As for the plans that Ashwing so delicately implied, you have collected me nearly the final piece of what I have been building. Before I relay any more details, I would like it to be known that if you are unwilling to at least entertain the possibility of this plan's success, then I will be asking you to leave the Shadespire. Does not mean you have to fully agree to every piece of this, or to its ends and means. It means
Can I
that
ask
you should...
to your question first?
Hmm?
Can I ask you something?
Certainly.
Why do you want the Forever Red Knight?
She does know that.
I do. Yeah.
No.
I
She
read
knows
it.
that. I was rolling to see
Oh,
if
she
she
knows
knew
that.
that off the
Okay.
top of her
Oh,
dome.
okay.
She's sort of like... the prophecy of 5 sons. Yes, it is something I've considered. It is something I'm doing my best to mitigate.
Oh, it's not what you're after.
Oh, that's gonna disappoint Saoirse. That's halfway through her drink.
Yes, Saoirse and I have our own disagreements as to the ends and means, but for now, and she sort of like looks over at Saoirse, and Saoirse's just like, given this like, yeah, we got some disagreements, but for now, she is willing to entertain that I might be right, and then in the meantime, she is able to strengthen her bond to Shunnagraf to learn more, both for her own ends and for mine.
So you think what the timing is off?
The final
Because
darkness
if you
requires the setting of the 5th sun, the ending of it.
Mhm. Yes.
That would imply that I fail. And I would like to think that through the recruitment of valuable allies and important magics, that I won't.
Oh. So it's not a natural occurrence.
Let me show you. as Ashwing so delicately put it, the supplicants. And she sort of rolls her eyes at that.
We're gonna see some succulents.
And the
I like aloe.
the meeting moves to a different room, and you are all now having that disconcerting sensation of going upstairs in the Shade Spire, where before you have never encountered stairs here.
Mhm.
And she takes you to a room where 3 individuals are sort of not strapped down, but loosely bound to chairs.
Hi.
Chairs is a loose definition for one is almost entirely prone, sort of like held in like a cushy little cocoon. Another is sort of leaning forward on like almost like a massage chair looking sort of structure where it's more of like sort of a sitting leaned forward pose. And another one is held upside down. All of them seem to be in a pleasant sleep state. You can even see their eyes moving behind their eyelids. 1 an elf, 2 human.
I want to try and find the plants on them.
There are no plants. Although you do see
Papa, a liar again. Who knows this? No.
although you do see the remnants of alchemical like ingredients here. You see small little tubes that are like drip feeding them solutions and things.
I'm not drunk enough for this. Pours another thing of vodka.
Can I try it?
Give me
try the
give me
vodka?
an alchemist check. Give me like intelligence
What is
with
an
proficiency.
alchemist check?
So like
Arcana?
intelligence with because I think you have alchemist proficiency, or no, you have herbalism tools. for
I have
sure.
herbalism and poisoner.
Yes. So give me a check, an intelligence check with proficiency, and I'll say advantage because this is kind of straddling the zone of which one of those tools you'd use.
That's fun. Okay, plus proficiency. 19.
19. This is a heavy sleep tonic, something derived from nightshade, but not quite so lethal. It is designed to put someone into extended sleep patterns.
Can I steal some?
You can. Papa is right there watching you, but you can.
I can take time. I don't do it immediately. I just note in my head that I'd like to pocket at least one thing.
Sure. There are spare jars you see over on the side.
If Papa makes eye contact with me, I just want to hold that eye contact and just be like, "You're not gonna say shit," as I put it into my bag.
Why, yes, you do. You can, of course, take one. Whatever is mine
Thank
is
you.
yours.
I thought so. That's why I didn't bother
She just
asking.
sort of rolls her eyes.
I know that you think that I can't see you rolling your eyes behind the mask, but I can.
There's no mask. She is just openly rolling her eyes at you. She is rolling her eyes for the benefit of the other 4 in here. Like, I see it. I know what's going on. She is having a teenager moment, and I am choosing to not engage with it.
I'm gonna put nightshade in my inventory.
Pebble gives a big smile and shrugs, like, "What are you gonna do?"
These I present to you.
She's lucky she's cute, is what what Papa says.
These I present to you as examples of the future that I would like. Not so grisly as the tubes and the serums and all of that, but dreams. The world
What?
is broken. It has been broken and remade and broken and remade. The prophecy of the 5th son is not inaccurate in its foundations. Winnie, when I told you that I hadn't seen my brother in an amount of time that would not make sense, it is because I am from a world that existed before its remnants were remade into this one.
You are very old.
I am alive in ways that a younger me would have considered sinful.
So you're not going to teach me how to live forever?
I am going to teach you how to remake existence into a shape that won't experience pain. That one and she gestures at the one that's upside down, is a mass murderer. They think he's dead.
What's his name?
His name is not important, and I've forgotten it since I saw it. Too many details. The point is...
Gotta name them all.
The point is... The point is that for 20 years now, he has been asleep. He has been able to have any amount of fanciful violence that he wishes. Thousands, potentially millions of people have died by his hand, none of them real. And yet it doesn't matter to him. That one, she points at the elf, has seen more friends live and die than she can remember. She came to me wanting this because she wanted to escape the reality of time's passage. She saw her reincarnation approaching and sought a different way. Now she lives with all of the friends she has ever experienced. Reality is broken, but we can fix it.
How is it fixing it if none of it is real?
What is reality? What defines it? Gives it shape?
A day, and I'll make a presentation.
Her question's a very, very much like actively broken Pebble's brain.
Yeah. Well, it's not thoughts and memories. It
Or is
can't
it?
be, because I was still me when I didn't have them.
There are intrinsic elements to the soul. Those cannot change. But there is then perception, composition, interpretation. These can be modified, interrupted, and skewed.
But if we're all in separate, perfect realities, who we're with isn't real, even if they're next to us. They're experiencing something else. They're not experiencing with me.
She gestures towards the third supplicant. They're the most recent friend. When she told me about them, I thought it worthwhile for the experimentation of shared dreaming. The spell has taken some tinkering, but I am able to have both of them experience the same dream, side by side. It is as real as you need it to be whenever it must, and it is false as it needs to be all other times.
This is where we find out it's like Rift, Reaper, and Pam, just like fucking stranded.
No, but I will.
They're not.
Because you invoked the name of Grimace Fist characters, I will say
Sorry.
that little moment where Papa met y'all on the asteroid and like had a moment like looking at the wall, that asteroid was a remnant of her material plane. That was why she could teleport to that spot, is because she knew it before it was an asteroid.
Cool. That's fun.
So you're having these people in eternal dreams. But they're not in the dream plane, I take it.
It is a separate, disconnected dream state. It is.
Okay.
It borders it.
Why?
It borders it. Because I was going to ask how exact
There is
the
there are
mind,
two
the soul, and the body. Those are the three important things dealing with the things.
And in this case, Narkissa, I am merely placing the body in stasis, moving it to the side so that the mind and the soul can experience one peaceful reality.
Why?
Because there is no
And
such
why
thing
does
as perfect.
Fargus here get a peaceful reality?
If it is to work for everyone, then I cannot impose the tyranny of benevolence. I cannot assume that I know what is right or wrong, beyond the fact that reality is wrong. Pain is wrong. There is no real pain in any way that matters inside of his dream.
So how have you prevented the mind from breaking exactly? Not exactly breaking, but like the mind is what connects. They're all interconnected. I can explain it later. They're all interconnected, but the mind specifically is the one that bounces back between the physical plane that we know it, and then the dream plane. How exactly are you preventing the mind to be in such a stasis that it is not triggering itself to be like aware that it is, in a sense, not in a stationary spot?
It's a good question. This is done here through alchemy and trickery, added layers of spellcraft and potion magics on top of the initial illusory dream layers. In the theoretical final version of this plan, and she says that with a look towards Sersha, we would be utilizing the abilities of Shub-Nigrath herself. Divinity would power this spell. Undead divinity. Divinity that already knows how to separate the consciousness from the body. Undead have a body that is only a puppet, loosely attached to the strings of soul and mind.
Are they aware they're in this dream, living this fantasy, or is it as if they are just living their day to day?
It is as real to them as it needs to be. If there is ever a moment of lucidity that might break it, the spell reinforces itself, pushes them back.
Okay. But that would get
So,
so boring.
Would it? Is it any more boring than real life?
Yeah, because stuff happens that you don't know is going to happen. And sometimes it's bad, and sometimes it's good. But if everything was perfect all of the time, that would be so boring.
Pebble, you feel a hand placed on your shoulder, and there is a second version of Papa standing behind you, leaning down. Just because it's perfect doesn't mean it's predictable.
And it'd also be what you would want, Pebble. So if you didn't want it to be perfect, it wouldn't be perfect. Right? Is that how it works? Or did you fucking tippy-tap type program? I don't even know if I know these words, because they're not really programs in this world. Do you program their brains to think what they're supposed to think? Or is it their minds that have made it up?
It follows the deep desires of the soul. So if you are a person who seeks conquest, who seeks conflict and the resolving of said conflict, the dream will create conflict for you to resolve.
But there's no growth. You've placed them into a stasis.
There is growth if they want it.
But would you
How can you ensure
would never meet anybody new?
You can make as many new people as you wanted to form. Some of them might be real people, if we are to use such crass terminology. Some of them might be people with minds and souls also linked to the dream that the dream thinks would be good fits. Others would be conjurations, figments, but good enough to serve the purposes that they must fulfill in that dream.
But what's the point of anybody existing then? If
guys, I need you all to pause for a moment.
Together?
I have a very important question. How, Papa, are you exactly going to prevent the collapse of this plane and the dream plane if you are literally taking its netizens out into a stasis that is in between?
The dream plane would still be fed by the dreams happening. And this is not... I have anticipated some flaws in the plan, which need to be compensated for. Curiosity is a powerful force that allows a lucid mind to poke at the illusions presented to it. that force would need to be stymied. There is also the matter of gods and those that do not dream. They will need to be dealt with, held back or removed.
Dealt with.
Yes.
And you anticipate being capable of doing that?
I have a friend who is working on that exact project. He is very determined and has made some rather magnificent strides recently.
What about those who don't wish to enter the dreaming state?
This is where the illusion of choice must be made manifest. The sacrifice that I will be tyranting over everyone. Some must remain exempt in order to maintain the dream, but the vast majority of existence must dream. They must cease
And this
to
dreaming
be...
prevents the falling of the sun. How?
She sort of rolls her eyes in this way of like in every classic like science meets magic movie of the scientist having to like, oh, okay, let's deal with this religious theory. She's clearly thought about this prophecy and has kind of like pushed it to the side. The whole concept being that with Shub-Niggurath as the moon of this world now, us using her power would make her a new sun. It would lock everything towards her. It would be a new dawn. So that once that fifth dawn happens, if it ever ceases to be, i.e. the spell ever ends, it would fulfill the word, the literal meaning of the prophecy of the fifth sun ending, inviting infinite darkness. So if the prophecy holds weight, yes, this is an all or nothing, no takesy-backsies move.
And you're just removing every other player from the board.
Correct.
In hopes that it stays or stymies the prophecies.
Correct.
So you're placing everything on a hope.
And planning, and cunning, and potentially on people who agree that this is a vision worth seeking out.
But you're not gonna be part of the perfect dreaming.
No, they would be
realm.
tyranting over it.
But that's what I don't understand. You seem to want that so badly for yourself, but you're not gonna give it to yourself? Why?
If that is all I had wanted, just to solve the problems for me, I could have done so 1,000 times over. I want to fix this. I don't want anyone else to lose a brother, or a father, or a daughter. I am tired.
So does that mean that I get to stay awake?
If you wish, you being
I wish.
part of this system, part of managing the dream rather than being within it.
How do I keep my family if you're not in it?
I could enter it for brief periods if it mattered that I was the me and not a version of me that you constructed.
How would she know any different, considering you're saying that this is a crafted reality?
It would be something to negotiate beforehand. This is why, Winvir and Sersha, I said that trust was necessary to the rest of this plan.
Can I know that I'm in there?
If that is
Do I know that I'm in there?
right now?
No. Well, that's something I didn't think about. But no, like
But I think
when
the problem is your brain would eventually rebel, is what they were saying.
Hence putting a stopper on curiosity. And she says that with a very pointed look at you, Pebble. And Pebble, if you would like to roll insight right now, you absolutely can.
I would, thank you.
Curiosity's Winnie's #1 personality trait.
Not great. 12.
12. I'll give you this. She's looking at you in a way that it feels like she's trying to hint at something to you that you're just not picking up on in the moment.
What? So something.
Mark might be picking up on it.
Mirek pauses for a moment because I can't remember if Pebble has told the rest of us about. Oh, I can't remember. Because they found out that their patron or whatever was Curiosity, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I can't remember if she told us that.
I would
like,
assume so.
I feel like that Pebble has, because she's done research and she specifically asked us for help with her research.
I think both research
because
times
Narcissa has
Pebble has asked for help. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Which Narcissa has information on the dream realm, so that's where she would step in. Mirek is just really
Right,
good
and
at finding
Narcissa,
shit.
I did ask specifically about Narcissa about the mini-tailed beast.
Yes.
Yep. So
And I asked for Mirek to help me with look for that as well.
Yeah.
So
I think it would be party. I think her patron being Curiosity would be party knowledge.
Okay.
So it's just like, okay, so that's so you have a researcher to deal with. I guess you would call them the variants, the soulless and this and that. What's this researcher's name? What things has he done exactly?
What research is this?
You mentioned that there was somebody.
That someone helping me with the god problem.
The soulless. The god, the soulless. People who would be very difficult to put under.
There is someone with a very big grudge against reality similar to me. He's not quite gotten around on the whole peaceful solution side of things, but if you're familiar with the Duergar warlord Grima Banesalt, he has a chip on his shoulder. He would prefer the gods dead than alive. And in my dealings with him, I have bargained for, if he is successful, one to remain alive. The one we need to power the spell.
You said here. Okay.
With the gods dead, it would loosen the moors of reality. It would make things between here and the dream closer. Less distant
at
cousins.
The potential
or
risk
siblings.
of breaking reality itself.
The spell will always have to break reality to a certain extent. Reality is the thing that's already broken.
No, you're creating new realities per person, is what you're explaining.
In a way.
That doesn't break the material plane itself.
They would become one and the same.
So you're having overlapping realities that intermingle, according to what you're saying, that then continuously overlap with the dream realm and the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see the problem with this just creating a complete collapse of everything?
You must break eggs to make omelets. Reality as it is doesn't work. This might.
Well, granted, once you get rid of the flaws, like.
Why doesn't it work?
Pain. People suffer.
Whose pain?
Yours. You died, just doing what you wanted to do. Mine. I lost a brother in my family, just because other tyrants decided to do it. Yours. She looks over to Mirek. You were made in a lab for the benefits of some evil goddess, and now you run from that fate. Yours, she looks at Pebble, your family was caring, and yet still they drowned. And yours, looking at Narcissa, your entire species was nearly wiped out of existence because of some blind idiot god barfing on it. Existence is cruel and pitiless, and I would seek to change that.
You're not changing anything, you're only rewriting it.
I am rearranging the pieces so that every piece of suffering that exists is only joy.
But none of us would be who we are if we didn't go through the suffering that we did.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know Winnie. I wouldn't know Narcissa. I wouldn't know Yurik. I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I have had what amounts to eons to ponder these questions. I am giving you a lot. I'm not asking for you to agree with me after one simple conversation and a few test dummies. I'm asking you to see that there might be merit in this, and that it might work, and that it's worth seeing this through a little further. To know. The conversation continues. Saoirse has brought up some very interesting points about the will, however it exists still in the goddess, the moon. I'm sure you all have very valid viewpoints that need to be examined, debated. I ask for the chance to do that while still gathering the pieces necessary to see more of this through so that we can find answers rather than throwing theories at each other.
Okay.
You're asking us to continue to move pieces for you towards this goal, which we potentially might be breaking everything.
Until the spell is cast, it is not cast. You know magic.
And yet, how would any of us be able to stop you once we gathered the pieces for you? Right now, in withholding those pieces, we withhold your ability to continue.
And if you choose
Does this
to
affect
withhold,
the queen? Does this affect the queen?
Which queen?
The Fae? Or is this just the mortal plane?
It would affect the Fae, although it appears the Gloaming Court thinks that they are similar enough in the way that they exist to the dream that it might be good for them? I'm not sure. Ashwing gave me some hints, but we've not yet delved into those exacts.
And so, the Queen of Night and Shadow, she knows this plan.
The Queen of Night and Shadow does not.
Okay. The other one? What was her name?
Mixtress Glilgir Asunthea.
Glilgir.
I shall
Thank
write
you.
it down for you, yes. It's a mouthful. The leader of the Gloaming Court.
The one that killed me.
No, that was the Mistress of Black Flame.
Ah, wait. Okay. But the Gloaming Court's the one that got the hair?
The Gloaming
That
Court
then
is the
gave
one
it?
Gloaming Court is the one that's brokering the peace between you and the Black Flame.
Oh, why?
I assume because they would like to get in good with us because of this plan.
And I'm just the stepping stone, not an actual piece.
You are someone who is threatened that they can potentially help save, and in doing so, impart goodwill and start building a bond of trust.
Beautiful.
Cool. I assume that that is the extent of it. You are more than welcome to ask Glilgir himself whenever you are presented in her presence.
Cool. which parts of the information that you shared with us today are secret?
The part about plunging the entirety of existence into a shared dream state.
Mm-hmm.
Don't share that part.
Noted. I like cross it out from my diary. No, I'm joking.
Especially not in Sending's home. She sort of looks over at Mirik.
In
I
what?
made no such promises to you.
As I said, you don't need to continue, but I will be asking you to leave the Shadespire then. Would you like to be a tool of this reality you treasure so deeply? Or would you like a chance to shape it to a better shape?
I believe that it is a discussion for myself and my wives, not you.
You are free to have that discussion. I shall leave you to it if there are no other questions. And I shall leave you in this room. I hope that you understand the level of trust that I am given there. If you would like to view any of these realities, there are instructions written in that book. She sort of gestures over to a cabinet.
Well, alrighty.
I'm gonna
I have some.
run away.
Sorry. And Kiss is just like finally reaching the emptiness of like her glass and her bottle. Like, yep, there we go. But I might have some questions for you later. Okay. Yep.
You are
Yeah.
free to ask them. In the meantime,
Privately.
I shall leave
privately.
you to discuss. And she turns and walks up the steps. If you would like a title to refer to me other than Papa, Moon's Eye Mistress, or the Moon's Eye Sage, if you wish to keep my gender secret, as I have tried to, but Grenell knew me, so doesn't really, there's only so far secrets can stretch. You know me more than anyone else on this plane does. I hope you all 5 appreciate that. Grenell is in this out of, ironically, curiosity. She does not know how far the tendrils spread. She is there as an assistant to Saoirse more than anything else, as she is familiar with the Goffin Hepatica in a way that even Saoirse's restored memories cannot fully grasp. Farewell. And she just walks up the stairs. And with that, we will leave this episode at a close, and you can continue to ponder.
Can Winnie do one last thing?
Sure. What's your give me that one last thing.
Winnie's gonna run up to Saoirse's old room where she created the goo mess on the
goo
ground.
mess? Yeah.
And she empties out her pockets. So she has 16 gold and 3 bronze pieces, and she puts them in a little bowl. She cuts off some more of her hair because she doesn't understand what that was.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, "Jot, I need to speak with you." And then she's going to sit crisscross applesauce. And it turns out if you put money in a bowl and ask nicely-ish, people come. And she's only learnt that works so far.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what she's doing. And that's the end.
Love it. That is the end. Yes, perfect. Yeah, I've got some splaining to do. You'll get back here. You little miscreant. I love
Kiss
it.
having a crisis, Winnie having a crisis, everyone's having their own various crises.
And if anyone
it's
has
so
not
great.
yet picked up on how much of Naruto I have stolen verbatim for this campaign, you now realize that I made
It's a lot.
Madara Uchiha a wizard, and changed all the names.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to tell Papa to go to therapy.
Maybe we could reunite Papa with their
Look.
fucking brother.
Look.
That could be an interesting thing to do.
Look, at some point in time, I feel like I saw somewhere where the best NPCs are just people who clearly need therapy that have never gotten it, and that is just. Y'all asked for a morally great campaign. You get it. Here you go.
Got it.
I am so happy.
I have to remember to check Haley's morals because Winnie's been brought up with Papa's morals and understandings, and like there's a twinge of like you know of what she's read and been influenced you know from outside sources and those types of things. But it definitely I need to check Haley's morals sometimes and just be like, no, I think she does agree like a little bit more than what Haley does.
Oh, amazing.
I already know where our Narcissus alignment is on this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Eric might end up leaving the campaign.
Yeah, I was gonna say Papa should have for sure killed all of Mirik's family and friends.
Yes.
That
Like that would have
Yeah.
fixed that.
would have fixed it. That would have fixed it.
But the
We
problem
we
is-
can
the
fi- we
problem
can
is
fix her.
Her loyalty is to Draco Novus, and that's
Mhm.
how she has been raised. Is
Mhm.
that she is loyal to this cause, to this Inquisition, and this is exactly the kind of magic that the Inquisition stops.
Yep.
Mirik herself is kind of like, no, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we have places for people like you.
She is.
Oh no, this one's been living for fucking eons. Clearly they have not been working. I'm just putting that one out there.
She
And,
is.
and Winnie got like a half promise of being a princess, maybe. So like that's exciting.
There is a very
Quince?
strange carrot on a stick she's floating here, which is that like you get to pick and choose which version of this like fucked up after you want to engage with. Like if you are part of the hand that sculpts, you get to decide what that sculpture looks like potentially. So there's
And there's a version of Mirik that is down for that. There's an
Mhm.
evil version of Mirik that's like, no, that's exactly what I do as a wizard of like
Mhm.
creation magic. Like
Yeah.
I sculpt reality, I sculpt the elements. What more is that than this?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also
just
that
re-
Draconovus that's
I
just
re-
like
Yeah.
I re-familiarized myself with Winnie's personality traits, and I'm back on board. I'm back on board.
You're back on board plan Moonside Hypnosis Infinite
Yeah.
Tsukiyomi? Heck yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Pebble just wants to shake Papa and be like, "Who hurt you?
Hurt you?
You are looking at the world through your trauma lens, and you need to stop."
Narcissus is like, I don't think this is gonna interfere with my stuff. I guess we'll see. Oh well,
Maybe
I'm
the final
3
dungeon
bottles
of the-
in.
Maybe the final dungeon of this campaign is just therapy. It's just go. Turns out in this cosmology, the Archlich Atzerak is just a licensed therapist in the Tomb of Horrors.
Okay, but like,
This is all.
for reals though, it would actually be kind of cool if a dungeon was like the labyrinth of someone's mind that you have to like navigate through.
Don't spoil the end.
Persona.
With that, I am so happy that so much of this campaign's back matter and secrets are now not so secret because you discovered enough of the threads that you were definitely scraping away Papa's veneer. There was only so much time that was going to stay hidden, and now it is time for you to decide, what do you want to do with this information? That's the more interesting question, not what
Winnie's
is the
got to pull
goal.
out all the emotional manipulation for her wives.
But we will
Yeah.
This doesn't interfere with any of my shit. I don't care.
We will see the answer to will you or won't you stick with the plan, learn more about the plan, test the plan. Will you be Gaslit Girl bossed by Papa in some way, shape, or form in the future. Who knows? Who knows? Tune in
Wait.
next week to find out as we
Maybe
continue.
we'll claim all 3 swords and fight them.
We're also on board with the plan. Maybe we should mention that there's a flaw in the design process. Back with
That's someone
Grandma.
else's problem.
I mean,
Okay,
Pebble,
yeah, okay.
Pebble, Mirror heard, we need to keep the pieces from you to stop it right now. Pebble heard, we have until the very last moment to upend the entire board if we so choose.
Yep.
That's what Mirek was saying.
Papa,
She's like, I can take these items and not give them to you, and it fucks you over.
That's a choice you can make. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully this year. I am super excited. We are entering. You now know the end game. You know Papa's plan. You know what the Moon's Eye Sage wants to accomplish. Yeah, you've got many dungeons to figure out how you feel about that and what you're gonna do with that information. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know how it's gonna end. And that's the best way to run D&D, baby. So thank you so much to my amazing players for joining me on this ridiculous Naruto fanfiction. Thank you to all of the incredible audience out there in the internet lands for tuning in and enjoying this show. Be back tomorrow for the return of Tales of Carowin and Fabula Ultima. Be back next week for the finale of the Liminal, where we're going to be doing our Kobold Press giveaway. The next episode 85, where we're going to get more into the White Blue Mountain stuff of Tales as Tales right here in the usual Tuesday afternoon time slot. And then more Carowin on repeat, baby, every week. Bam, bam. I think that's everything. Any other last notes, comments? Otherwise, be good to yourselves, be good to others. And are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Bye, everybody. Stick around for the ride. We're gonna raid somebody.
Bye.
Newt, newt.
Bye. Dad.